Oh, that's it.
Here we go. All right.
I got the okay. What
We are
up? Welcome to this
here.
podcast.
What's
What
up?
podcast time? What's going down, boys and gals,
We
and
are here
anyone in between?
this week. Welcome to episode 4.
Oh, we're four strong. We're doing it. We're
Uh,
we're keeping it up, you know? Um, I'm
Indeed.
Mars.
We have made it to
Who you
September.
guys? Oh yeah, right.
Tido in the
All
building.
right, all right. And we got who else?
Cam.
Why
Sorry, ladies and
you guys
gentlemen.
so unsure of your names?
It's
It's
not
Taito.
It's just like I don't know, like it's like having gotten into the group of being like, hey, what's up, everybody? Title Black in the building. It's good.
I know.
It's just like
And
it's
I'm
just
like,
No, that's it.
I'm a little delayed because like I
Oh,
had
sure,
something
sure.
but you know.
we'll get into it. We'll get into the groove eventually. We'll have like a
Into it.
whole
Yeah,
intro and setup and like practice. It'll be polished. It'll be perfect
right.
and beautiful.
Perfect dismount,
I think
synchronized
we all should be
swimmers,
high
all that
doing
good
this. I
stuff.
think it would be make for an interesting conversation.
I
I'll
mean,
be drunk. I
we
don't know if I
should.
could be. I feel like I'm so awkward high. I'm so
I
like
just woke up. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
that. They also make sense. Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, I don't know. I recently like I can't. I don't know. Like getting high in front of people. Like as I've gotten older, I'm more like self-conscious of myself now, than like I used to be. Like I can't kind of just like I can't roll with the punches like you guys. I'm like super in my head the whole time. And like, like incidental stuff, you're just like, oh man, like okay, so like playing Mario Party, just something like that. I'm super like in my own head. I'm just like, should I take these stars? If I take these stars, is this person gonna hate me? I shouldn't like I shouldn't do that. I should be playing the game for nice.
yeah, I'm still mad at y'all actually. But
I
in case you were wondering,
you know
But I just like every time like we walk with no our streets like it's over. Everybody's gonna
done.
die.
We played a really great game of Mario Party. We should actually we could probably record a game of Mario Party if we ever wanted to like get into like let's play like status. Like that could be kind of fun.
Can we play Mario Party remotely?
I gotta imagine. People do like Twitch and Discord and all that stuff. Like it's possible. Technically it is we have the technology. We just don't know the
We have
technology
not
yet.
unlocked the mechanism.
Right, exactly. We haven't unlocked that perk yet. We're still in like 1-star rating. That's like 3-star rating. That's
But
like once we nail down what's up?
Oh no.
I've got a pillow for support. This is how I support myself when I draw, by the way.
Poor pillow.
I like to lean forward and my heaving bosom, it runneth over.
Support is good. It's good to have support.
I have a lion pillow.
Ooh, fancy. I
Nice.
like the theme.
Mhm.
Nice, yeah, very good. Mine's mine's a raggedy old kind of blue pillow that I sort of like squished into like I have to fold it now to get like maximum like punch like
Cushion.
potential. Yeah, exactly. It's because I squish it so much and like there's a pillow that's like behind me too that's just completely flat. I've like folded it over like 4 times now, and it's kind of where it used to be when it was brand new. But I don't know. I'm terrible to pillows. I'll run through a pillow just
That's
leaning on it.
Pillows are for. As a pillows are for.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like growing up, I never had to replace a pillow before, or I don't know, I never thought about replacing them before. Like bed pillows and stuff like that. You never think about like getting a new one, but like now I'm kind of like, oh,
I've
this
gotten
one's
like
kind of
new
going
pillows
flat.
recently.
Yeah, really? Okay, all
Like
right.
my
I feel
mom
like
sent
that's
me
peak.
pillows recently.
Wow. All right. That's
Mm.
like peak adulting right now. Like getting like furniture. I feel like that's like
I mean,
that's
moving
that's
helps
really
with
up
that,
there.
but like, yeah.
That'll do it too. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think when the last time I bought new pillows.
But
I'll be
oh,
quite honest with you. I think I like probably stole some from my mom and dad's house for a long
Yeah, you kind of
just
get them from
relocate
like you're
them.
supposed to.
Yeah, pretty much. Not stealing, just yeah, exactly. Relocating them. They're just gonna have a summer party at my house forever. So yeah.
There you go. Boom.
These
Done.
live here now.
Exactly. These are technically my pillows, and this is how this is gonna go.
No,
I swear I'm not gonna draw the whole time. I'm not. I'm just setting myself up for success tomorrow.
indeed.
But this is kind of how like I would do it in like work meetings too. Like I would be like, well, they're talking about like
I've been stealing my mom's
going
clothes
over like
lately.
who's stealing car. Oh, what are you stealing now?
Been stealing my mom's clothes lately.
Oh, okay, all right. What she got? What she got something cool? Like what does she have that's like theft worthy?
She just has like long, comfy things. Hmm.
Okay, all right. That's
Yeah.
how
Oh,
you.
I think
I
I
mean, that's
bought
how
that
you live.
onesie that you have. Same color. Don't you have a one that's like kind of red and pink?
Yeah, I have one that's red and pink.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
she
think I
got
have
them
that one
all.
too.
I have
Yeah, like
this
I've
white
no.
one, and then
come
one that's like pink with little like Y's all over them.
Ooh,
yeah.
fancy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
come winter, when come the frigid time, we're twinsies, man, twinsies.
Twinsies. Yeah, I guess like
I've noticed.
this is my pillow.
Ooh, yeah, that's very.
I'm
It's very
I'm
comfortable.
inside of it.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that works out.
More
Do you
Mhm.
guys have
phenomenal.
robes? Do you
It's a
guys have robes?
so I
I
do have
do.
a robe, but like I'm really into like onesies. I'm into onesies,
Okay.
like wearing like summer dresses in the house.
Uh-huh.
I'm into
Ooh,
that.
nice.
I
Okay.
have a
All
pink,
right. Lovely.
pink fluffy robe. I have a black silk robe, and then I have this
Ooh.
like I have yeah, that's the thing. I'll never mind. That's it. Yeah, that's
Just
it.
like a fuzzy robe. I feel like you gotta
Yes.
have like a fuzzy like well that's the pink one, right? I guess.
Well, it's not like it's like yeah. I guess yeah. I guess it's fuzzy. Sure.
I'm thinking about like the fluffy ones in like the movies and stuff. I guess I'm thinking more like the lingerie types with like the
Oh,
little
like the ones
fuzzy
with the
like cuffs with
collar, the fluff on the collar.
yeah, they're all like
Like,
fancy
yeah,
and
no,
like
I'm not that
I
fancy,
like
but you know,
it's
yeah,
like it's like a plush. It's like a plush robe.
yes, plush robe. Like, yeah,
okay.
think of plushies, but it's the robe made out of plushie.
Like a
But you
carpet,
wear it all the
like
time.
a bath rug carpet. I would think of like something like that.
Yeah, something
Ooh.
like that.
You're a lot more
One
comfy
day
than that,
I'll show
right?
you.
Hmm.
But yeah, we'll leave it to mystery, right?
Okay.
We'll let the viewers imagine,
We'll
you
have
know.
we'll have
Uh,
robe runway one day.
sure, yeah. I'm one of those weirdos. I just got white towels. I don't know. I guess I had a robe. I have like a hoodie that's kind of big that I
Just
kind of
drape
wear
yourself in random
sometimes.
things.
Oh my God, I'm so
Or you
happy
just
for
wear
Yeah,
the
like
season
outside
coming
clothes
back.
inside all the time.
a little bit. I go to sleep in my clothes too, just because like, why put something different on, to go to bed? I mean, that's
I,
just my philosophy. I don't judge people for it, but I mean, like, that's just, you know, if
yeah,
I'm wearing it, like, I'm going to bed
I
in it.
sleep naked.
But there you go.
I
That's
just sleep
see,
naked. I'm
okay,
so fit. Like honestly, I get
I'm
high
bold enough.
pretty too. So like, yeah, I just the less clothing, the better, and it's great.
Hmm.
There you go. I'm not
Yeah,
bold enough to sleep.
it's pretty great.
I'm,
That's where it's at.
like you too. Like that's like the vibe.
I mean, yeah, because like I live by myself, so I can just crank up the heater
Well,
as high as I want, and then like just wear like something really light, or I can just wear my like bust out the onesie. Like this is great.
Okay, all right, there you go. I might sleep with my shirt off if it gets like way too hot, and that's like a big maybe. And I'm just gonna probably like suffer through it. Like I I live my life chained. You know, people like live their lives unchained. I live my life chained. It's cool. You know, no big deal.
Yeah, I definitely have a hard time sleeping with clothes anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
It's pretty
I need a
uncomfortable.
fan. I need a fan next to me while I sleep. That's my thing. I feel like that's like also like super American too, because like
I have
nobody
like
else, no
a
other country
million
is like central air.
blankets. I can just like cover myself in like a million blankets. I'm into
That too.
like a nest covered in like blankets and pillows.
Yeah.
And I can just burrow
No.
myself inside of it
Yeah.
like
Like
a
a soft
squirrel.
space. Absolutely. 100%. No, I need that's also why I like need a fan when I sleep, because I love to be just like encased in
Wait, so
blankets.
you sleep with the
Okay.
fan like right in front of your face?
Right in my face,
Man, like
blasting, highest that it can go.
I don't understand how you do that. Like
Why?
Turbine.
my significant other does the same thing too, and like, but he sleeps with the like AC like directly in his face, like
That's
blowing
great.
the AC,
That's
and I'm just like,
awesome.
yeah, if I did
He
that shit,
knows
I
what it
would wake
is.
up so congested, so sick, so
I was like, I
I would
would
be
wake up like
snotting.
Really?
enraged
I
if
guess
like, why is there cold air blowing on me in my sleep? I'd be so upset.
it's the only way I can. It's the only way I can regulate my temperature. I burn hot. Does he burn hot? Your guy?
Maybe, yeah, oh yeah. Well, honestly, he's uh
Hot blooded, like kind of runs hot, not cold blooded,
you know,
usually kind of
European
cold all
guys, they usually do well in the cold.
Melanin deficient.
Yeah.
the
Non-melanated people, pretty much. Yeah.
Mm.
So
time.
that's
Damn, I guess
that's
that's me too. Yeah, I'm kind of like on the lighter side. I don't know. I like being cold when I sleep. Well, I like being cold outside of my blanket cocoon when I sleep, if that makes sense. I like the world to be cold while I'm like cozy and like snuggled up. That's how
I
like
understand
sleeping
that. No,
should be.
that
Mm.
I can get with.
Nah.
There, see,
Warm on the
because like
hot pocket, like warm on the inside, warm on the outside. All
I can't.
heat.
It's too. I because like
No,
heat
no,
will wake
okay,
me
okay,
up
okay.
and then
So
make me
like
like.
you're all warm, and then you wake up, and
Mhm.
then you have to get up, and then it's cold. Like
No, that part does suck. I will agree with you 100%.
I don't.
But
It never comes up. Once I'm asleep, I'm dead for the next like however many hours.
no,
but you're gonna have to get up at some point.
it's
And
like when I
during
get
gotta
the
up,
get up.
morning,
And you're gonna be
I
like
go.
in the
warm,
morning,
cozy, and then like the boom, shock, like freezing.
Yeah, that initial shock sucks. I'll tell you when it really sucks. Like when you're getting out of that warm bed, you're going to the cold, then you go take a fucking shower, and then you get out of that shower. I'm fucking. I keep tired. Yeah, that's me.
getting out
I
of the
do that
shower,
all the time.
that's not fun. But I don't know. I don't know. When I wake up, I never think about it being cold. I never. It literally never comes up. It's always just kind of like I'm up and then I'm at it. I'm like a robot, I guess. I power off for like
I
six
remember.
hours, 8 hours, and then I power back on, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember
I'm
when I was
also
like,
apparently really loud in
I
this.
think one of my first apartment might have been in my second apartment. Like, granted,
Mhm.
these were the rough days. I was super poor, so
Mhm.
like I didn't really turn my heat on like that. So I remember one time, like going to sleep. I was nice and warm, and I woke up and I was like, the atmospheric pressure is off, motherfucker. I saw my own breath in my damn apartment. I saw my breath
Wow.
in my fucking
Wow.
apartment. I was like,
You turned everything off then. I don't think I've ever had like it's never been 28 degrees in my apartment before.
That's
Well,
all.
no,
my own
actually, it
fucking. I don't think
has.
it was 28 degrees. It was probably like, it, I, don't give me the. I don't know what it was. All I know is
40
I saw
maybe?
vapors. It was fucking vapors, and I was like, okay, I gotta get a heater. This is not gonna work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only been in one apartment that's been like insanely like poor like climate control, and they're like all the windows, all the walls were basically windows, and like there was no difference between like outside and inside. Like, like it snowed one time, and it was I swear to God like 40 degrees in the apartment. Like maybe that's the difference that like the morning light kind of like got trapped inside like greenhouse effect and kind of heated up the apartment a little bit, but it was definitely 40 degrees in there. That was a wild. That place was insane.
That's
Yeah, it
awful.
was like 90 degrees in the summer. Bad times, bad times. Nights were great. Nights were pretty cool, but
Yeah.
days were punishing. I slept like a rock though. I mean, I will say I got some of the best. Like, that was pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't be. I don't know. Heat will wake me up. Heat will wake me up, and it'll make me like toss and turn and stuff like that. So that's why it's gotta be cold.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever happens in the morning is whatever happens in the morning. I don't know. I still think about
Think
it.
about that later.
Like, yeah, I don't. It never really crosses my mind. I don't know. Even like we got like the hardwood floors here. I never think about like putting my feet on like cold floors. I just go. I guess I store up a lot of heat overnight. Maybe that's what it is.
Mhm.
One of those things.
Mm.
But
That's
that's
cool.
living.
That's cool. I mean,
So
whatever.
do we actually have a topic for this? Like,
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, low key, I was about to like Google some like questions to ask your friends or something like that. I was like, oh, like
we can do whatever. We can talk about absolutely whatever. That was kind of, I don't know. Randomness is kind of part of our thing right now.
Randomness is kind of the vibe.
Unplanned, random.
We got preamble. We got preamble. That's pretty good.
Okay.
We should get into like what you got?
I'm alive. That's one good thing.
Hey,
that's right. You're not throwing up. You're not like
vomiting.
I
thought I was going to die Sunday. That shit was. Oh my god. So like I think I got food poisoning from a sauce.
Sauce. Okay.
Sauce.
Wow.
So like
sauce is the good part, but yeah, was it like a mayonnaise?
Okay, so what happened was
the devil.
Okay, so I ordered Wingstop. Like I think the
Wingstop. So it's the wings then. That's pretty solid. It's the wings.
No, it wasn't even the wings, but it was the ranch. I think because I had got ranch from Wingstop like a week before. And I remember asking my guy, I was like, hey, it hasn't been open. It's in a container. I mean, it's ranch. So you would think, as long as it's okay. But it was in a container that they put ranch in. It wasn't like a sealed container. So I asked, I was like, do you think it's okay to eat from last Sunday? And he said it was okay. He thought it would be okay. And I was like, well, I thought it would be okay too. Because I mean, it's like, it's ranch. It's not like it was sitting out or anything. It was in the refrigerator.
Sure.
Man, I ate it with my little chicken nugget thingies, and about
my little chicken nuggies.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 30 minutes after that, I had to go to the bathroom, and then I had to go back to it again. And I was like, and then I got this distinct cramp in my stomach, and I was like,
oh yeah,
that's about to go all the way down.
Man, like when I say projectile at both ends, that was like, and I hate it. I hate when you're like. Sorry, this might be TMI, but like when you're on the toilet, you're trying to pass everything, you feel like you're gonna pass out while you're trying to do that shit. Oh my god, it was a fucking. I was like on the roof. Maybe Desmond was not so bad.
You're like, just take me,
take me, because like, oh my god, because it was like, and then like, I was like, it's almost like I came to all the time when I had to go to the bathroom again. But like between that, I would just be like passed out. Then like I started like perspiring. I started sweating. It looked like I was in the shower. Like I had to take everything off of me. And then my guy, he was taking care of me. He was just like,
body was like, purge the system.
Yes. Yes, you really like evacuate.
Like, should I call the ambulance? I was like, oh shit. Don't even call the ambulance. I went there last
night. Drag me to the top of the car.
Down the hallway for like 9 hours. I was like, what's the point? And also, they killing black people.
I was like, don't. I mean, like, unless really for real, like, unless you're like for real actually dying, like, just stay home.
Yeah,
you're kind of better.
Just like a bullet in you, maybe. Yeah,
pretty much.
You're kind of better off.
I'll be quite honest with you. The only thing that like hummed all of my problems, I had fucking Indica. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, good.
Like it took it. I just
sold it. Yeah.
Good.
And I was because you would have just been like suffering and spewing in the ER hallway for hours.
And they would have been like,
and you might have
Right, for
actually
like 6
died.
hours.
yeah. And not
There you
able to
go.
like, and not
And
able to get
caught
up. Oh, you
something
can't
else
get
while
up.
you
You
were
can't
there.
move. You can't do this. At least I could go to my own
And get COVID
bathroom.
too.
It was,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do not
That's
wish that
rough.
on anyone. That was awful.
No,
poisoning is
digestive
just,
issues are
tough.
like my, yeah, that's the worst.
Mhm.
That's like that. Usually I fear for my life whenever I have like a digestive issue. That's when I like we talked about before. That's when I start googling everything, and it's just you got cancer, you got cancer, you got cancer, and it's like I gotta just drink my water and just like tough this one out, you know.
Go to sleep. See what happens in like the next 7 hours. Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
That sucks. That's well, happily you seem like you're doing well now.
I
You seem
am.
like you're
I'm
doing pretty
still.
okay.
It's like I'm glad
I'm
you feel
still
better
forward.
because like that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know I was gonna make it. I was like, I don't know. It ain't looking good, Chief. It ain't looking good.
Right, exactly.
So,
It's real touch and go.
Sometimes you just
Yeah,
gotta let the body
man.
take over.
pretty much. And I was just like, but like, yeah, my like sides are sore because like when you're throwing up and you're hurling, so everything, for like the next 3 or 4 days sore.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, all your muscles
my
Mm.
like
legs hurt, everything hurts.
straining.
It's like
Oh yeah, because you've been heaving. Yeah,
Like,
been working muscles
stomach,
you didn't even
abdomen
forgot we're
muscles.
there.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And I was just like, and I'm not gonna lie, like the first 2 days afterwards, like I really couldn't eat. Like today was like the first day I actually ate like a normal thing.
Yeah.
And
Okay, been able to keep it down. Yeah.
like what did we go good? I think I had Chipotle. I got a very bland bowl from Chipotle, and I was able to eat
Okay.
that.
All right.
Kind of like
ginger tea is really good for your GI tract. I know you
I
don't like
drink ginger tea.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I do have to switch over to tea myself. Like tea,
Yeah.
I had to like cut back on coffee because like coffee just destroys me now. So
Mhm.
I have to try new things.
If that's like most of the liquid that you're consuming.
Yeah, that's why I got my water. Thank you actually for reminding me to drink my water. That's
Mhm.
my big like wild build
Yeah.
now.
I was drinking. What did I drink today? I made apple cider vinegar, ginger, hot water, a drop of honey tea
Mhm.
thing,
Mhm.
and I drank that
Fancy.
before I like ate anything.
Mhm.
And actually, I drank that like 5 hours prior to anything on an empty stomach. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but
Yeah.
it
it's
didn't
good.
really.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't really hurt my stomach. So I did that, and then like that was okay.
It can help
So-
stabilize like your pH.
Yeah. So I
Gotcha,
think it did
gotcha.
some good. So,
And help
Okay.
kill
But yeah.
bacteria.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're
But
all
other
living.
than
We're all making it, right?
I'm live. Hopefully, I wish you guys the best out. Don't get sick. Don't do. Hey, after 3 days,
Watch out for those
whatever it is,
wings,
throw it
I
out the
guess.
fucking refrigerator. Like after 3 days, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
No, that makes total sense. Yeah, no, I mean, you really got to kind of like, I've noticed that, like, I feel like my stomach become a lot more sensitive the older I've gotten because I do need to like kind of like throw things out like after like a certain amount of days because it feels like back in the day I used to just kind of just go through
You would
stuff
just
like
eat
whatever.
garbage. This is be
Just
fine.
eat garbage. Oh, it's been in the fridge for like however long. All right, cool. No problems. Superman that shit. But everything hurts now. Everything's like a real test now.
Because you spend so much time eating garbage and like pushing the limits of your body's capabilities, and now your body's like, you know what, I'm tired of your shit. You're gonna stop.
I was supposed to be a
That's right.
superhuman. I was supposed to be eating garbage and turning my stomach into an iron what do you call it? Disposal. And it backfired on me. And now everything hates me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
That's what happens when you strain your system for years and years.
So, okay. I've got it. I've got our like question of the day, or maybe not a question of the day, but I've got our first question of the day.
You have a question?
Are you guys
okay?
You guys ready? All right.
To the group. What you got?
All right. First group question. This one I kind of thought about it myself too. What would you do if you won the lottery? How about that? That's a pretty easy one, right? if the lottery was like $1 billion or something like that, just 1 billion, 1 billion, because that's a fuck ton of money for one person to spend. What would you do? What
Just
would
like
you do?
$1 billion boom in the bank.
You got $1 million. You didn't have to do anything. You bought a $7
Was
ticket.
it
Now
a
you got a
billion
million.
or a million?
A billion.
$1 billion?
Billion with a B.
Oh,
B is in Boeing. B is in B's in
all I can say
Brad.
is everybody who was in my circle would never have to work again.
Okay, see, that's what I was
Okay, but
thinking too.
you
Like,
gotta be specific. Like what's your action? What's your plan? What's your action? What's your plan of action?
First,
okay,
disappear.
so
Disappear. You have to disappear. You have to
a little
disappear.
bit. I guess you gotta check the lottery. You gotta check the lottery winnings thing and the rules about it in your state. Because I feel like I would never accept lottery winnings with my like my actual face. Like I'd wear like a mask with a question mark on it or some shit. Like,
Like to be in there.
right, exactly.
To accept my
okay.
winnings.
Right, exactly, right. But the
Well,
first
I
thing,
know
okay,
in
the
Maryland
second
you
thing-
don't have to like show your name or anything. You can just go get that bitch and be out. So
Nice.
that's good. Because that's insane to have to like show your face in like a
no,
lottery thing. I don't know why that would ever
they
be.
want you to be set up. They want you to get
Yeah, they want you to get like,
Like,
mad,
get
they
up.
want you to get beat up or like stabbed or something like that. Like, no shot. I'm going there like armored up or something like that. But okay. So first thing I would do is because I've been thinking about this a lot. But yeah, I would like get like I don't know, maybe like 100 people, like maybe like not even like 100 people, like just however many people like I could spare. Because I feel like you only really need like 10 million. If you have $10 million, you're set for like life. You're done. Most people are like working their whole
You know,
lives to get to like
$1 million
like 100,000
isn't
or
as
something
much as you think it is. Like it'll go. If you're not careful, it'll go. So like you gotta be still
okay,
you still gotta be like kind of mindful about what you're doing.
fair. But I feel
I
like
would-
you can like invest like $1 million and then you're
Yeah.
like set. That's like your retirement right there. Like you invest $1 million and just kind of like watch that a little bit. And so you're like set. You're free to like divvy up the rest of the like 99.9 like $1 million you have left. Well, I guess after taxes it'd be like maybe 500 million, something like that.
Okay,
Because
let me
we're putting,
see.
like
Let me see. So like
half of that would be gone. 1 billion, cut it in half because of taxes.
I'm gonna say a third. Okay, I probably will like how much is taxes? I'll say like maybe like a fourth. I'll maybe like put like a fourth of it away for taxes.
Okay. Yeah.
Like save a fourth of it, just like put it somewhere. Probably open like an overseas account. I'd probably like open an account an overseas account outside of the US.
Okay.
And put like maybe
Wow,
a
you like
third
really thought about this.
into that.
Smart.
I do think about money a lot actually.
Good on you.
And then I would probably put another quarter of it into like investment properties, like rental properties, or just like some sort of income generating properties that would like
Sure.
start making
Passive
money
income.
immediately.
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, that's
I
good. That's an actionable plan.
a
So
lot
that
of
would,
money.
like, start like
Yeah.
so that it would start like replacing itself, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And I would probably like hire a team of lawyers. I would hire a team of lawyers. And
Yeah,
then
or at least a financial advisor.
I would hire
Definitely.
staff. I would definitely like hire like get that the investment properties so that they would start generating their own income and then like hire staff under like a company. Get like
Okay.
get like a couple lawyers, get like 4 lawyers.
Yeah.
Like a financial advisor.
2 good ones, I feel like.
And then get like a social media manager and like a web developer. And then and then I would definitely buy like at least like 500 acres of land.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Start,
That's good.
Building housing on that land with the money that is coming from the investment properties.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And then just start hiring contractors and like architects and people and stuff to start like building
Like a town, I guess? Like are you going like full on like town?
Yes, I would
Sure.
build.
Okay. All right.
I would build
fun.
a town using the money that was from the investment properties, like the rentals and stuff, or whatever, like
Yeah.
the businesses,
Building a small
whatever
town could
I
be kinda
buy
fun.
that is continuing to generate income from that original quarter that I put into it.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right.
use my staff, use my employees, my staff to like
Mhm,
manage
mhm.
all of my shit and make sure everything's cool. The financial advisors to make sure like taxes are all good, and the lawyers make sure like nobody's fucking with my shit.
Good on you. You
And
have like
then
really thought this out. Okay.
I spent a long time thinking about building my own city. And then
I'm shocked. This is this is the best question I found on the internet. This is like we're getting it here.
and that way we can start living
Hmm.
in my city,
Yeah,
build like
I'm
a
down. No questions asked.
fortress around it.
Ooh, yeah,
You
the
guys
big
gotta do
wall.
stuff. You
That'd be
can't just
fun.
live there. You gotta like contribute to the city.
That's
Mm.
cool. I'm good. You know, I could like do some cool posters for you, draw some cool S's on some stuff. You know,
And then like
yeah.
start producing like fun, cool, like black media.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you can go like the Tyler Perry route where he like kind of like converted that old fortress or that old like army base into like
Well, it's
a
like studio.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
Like the
basically
whole thing
live
wouldn't
on
be
it
like a
too.
studio, but like I guess we could do like some studio stuff on it. It could be like
Yeah, it's
used
like
for
a
like some production.
yeah, like that's a vibe. Like you don't have to yeah, use it for like just that, but like yeah, no, 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 different sections, different things.
And
Yeah, I
like
really don't
have
know
like
what goes into like building a
even
town
like the
actually.
little like garden, like the farm and growing like oh, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but they have these like vertical uh like crop
Like,
growing devices that you can like get a
ooh,
bunch of
sick.
and you can grow like a vertical, you can have like a vertical farm so that you don't need so much
Okay,
horizontal space. You can have like a lot of vertical
yeah,
space. So I want to like have
that
some sort of
sounds
like
sick.
building, like a farm building, what that's like have like a lot to
Oh,
produce food for the
I see
town.
what you're talking about. Yeah. Ah, that's kind of sick, actually. Okay, all
And then like
right,
have
look
like a
at you
school.
with the
And then
plans.
like build some sort of like academy.
Okay, you're starting like you're starting a country. You're starting a whole like
And I'm
ecosystem.
yes.
Good
I'm
on you.
working on being the king of my like kingdom.
Uh, Sign me up. Listen, I'll be a follower. I'll break some legs. I'm cool
I
with
would be
that.
like
You
a
know.
great cult leader, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I get
Yeah.
that. I can see that. That's cool. I mean, listen, it works out. You know.
It would
Listen.
be a dictatorship, just so you know. But
No, it's fine. I don't.
it would be like a nice dictatorship, like ultimately for
Yeah.
everyone's benefit. But
Yeah, I'm
you
cool with
all do
that.
have to do what I say. But
Listen,
so you know,
free
so
me,
you're aware,
free me from the pain of
this is not a
choice. Okay,
democracy.
choices in my life have led to nothing but sadness and anger and like hardships. So if I can have someone just like do all that for me, I can operate as like a little ant in a hive mind. Sure, I'll go for it. No, no,
Listen,
no
you'll
worries.
be housed, you'll be fed,
I'll be housed, I'll be fed,
like,
and all I gotta do is like,
and now
go
you
to
just have
war
to
once or
like
twice.
produce like media for the
Yeah.
empire, like
Heck,
forever.
I'd even do like a little farming, a little
You can
vertical
like
farming. I feel like that'd be
you
kind
could
of cool
have, and
too.
then you'd have to like teach other people. You'd have to like have like some like interns or
Sure.
some apprentices. You have to pass
Yeah, yeah. I love to
skills
teach. Yeah.
so that like other people can like learn what you know.
We can make some sick animations. Yeah, we could do a really cool like animation studio situation.
I would like
What?
adopt a bunch of black kids to live
Sure,
on
why not? Yeah, get them out the foster
there.
system. Like that thing is like that's a disgusting system. So
Get them out,
sad.
get them out of the system and get them into my system. Just transferring them into a different system, but it would be my system, and I actually give a
They'll
fuck
be
about
like
it. So it would be better for them.
exactly. It won't be terrible. It won't be like nightmarishly bad. Like it'll be pretty
Like
good.
you're still a battery, but like I will make your life
You
comfortable.
get a nicer ruler,
You'll be
you get somebody
comfortable
who's like
under my
cooler.
rule.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
exactly. Oh, that's pretty legit.
Or
Listen, I mean, I'm on board. This is great. This is a
cult
great
leader,
planning
crime
session.
lord, emperor,
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you got to do crime eventually. I
kingdom.
mean, unfortunately, you got to do crime. Like the higher you get, the more crimes you got to commit. So, I mean, well,
That's
I
why I
hope
like
the
my
crimes are
team.
light.
That's what my team of lawyers are for, you know, to get me out of shit.
Sure. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Um, I guess you could start like in a social media app or something like that. Or I guess that would kind of like spring up naturally, but
Invest
like you
in
can
crypto
control it. You could kind of like, keep it going. Where would you start this? Where would your ideal like
location.
location be?
Somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere in the southeast.
Okay. Okay. All right. East. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with East. I guess it'd be hot though, right?
This
Can
see,
I can I
it'll be hot sometimes, but it'll also be winter sometimes.
Okay, all right. As long as there's like central AC, I'm cool with that.
We will
Man, from
have
lottery winnings to start in your own country, like that's
intelligently
pretty.
built architecture that it will be thermodynamic. We can have AC, but also like the
Oh,
buildings will be built in such a way that it will maximize heat and cool in the different seasons.
because that's kind of what they do in like some African countries, right? Like they have
Yeah,
like sort of like
yeah, like our like
huts that
original
like are like
like
perfectly
architecture.
like, yeah. No, that's impressive. Yeah, no, we're because I know a lot of our like infrastructure here is like falling apart just because it was built like mad cheaply and like I guess
Well,
like the
like
way we do it like Florida is kind
cement
of
is
garbage.
garbage. Cement is
Yeah,
cement is garbage, just period. There's way better
yeah,
ways to construct buildings than the way we do it here. And it also contributes
of
to like greenhouse gases and pollution and the
course.
absorption of heat. That's why cities are so hot because there's no tree. Also, there'll be trees. There'll be trees everywhere.
Yeah, heck yeah. Not like a little like
Like
foresty kind of home, like with
it'll
like a
be
lot
like
of like
really, it'll be
foliage.
really foresty, trees everywhere,
I'm,
like
I'm super
green.
down for this. Yeah. Do I have to like pay for healthcare still, or like is that just kind of like guaranteed?
Well, we'll probably develop our own like healthcare system eventually.
Sure.
Until
Okay.
it'll
All
take
right.
time. It'll take time, but like
This
eventually.
is all like yeah. This is all a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fair, fair, fair. Okay.
Get,
All
get
right. All right.
get like a group of people who are really into
Mm-hmm.
like holistic medicine and have a lot of knowledge about that and like together
Sick. I was gonna say like, well, I guess there'll have to be like a city
with
council, but
science,
probably
like
not like.
STEM and like some like scientists together to like maximize the holisticness. And
Sure.
also
Yeah.
everybody is vegan, sorry. But there's
Um. I mean, that's
lots
fine.
of
Whatever. I
great
mean.
like I've been watching a lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like stuff you could make, like
There's a lot of things
vegan,
that you
like
can make.
esque.
So we'll have like
Yeah.
a bomb culinary scene, okay? Like you won't miss meat, you won't miss dairy, because like
Sure.
we're gonna get
You
like
could probably make it
great
like pretty decent,
mushrooms.
like
There's
vegan
lots of
pizza, right?
mushrooms that you can use that you can like kind of like imitate meat. You don't have to like, you know, it kind of has a similar texture, but most of the things that we like about
Yeah.
the flavors and the texture, which we can totally capture
I mean,
here.
essentially, yeah. If you can season it properly, then it's like then it's
You can
gold. Like
use
there's nothing
nuts
like really to
for
worry about.
almost anything dairy related.
Okay. Yeah, no, I drink almond milk. I don't drink like regular like cow's milk. I feel like
Can
that's
make
that ship
cheese
sailed a long
with
time ago.
cashews.
Cashew milk. Okay. All right.
And then like
Legit.
everybody's gonna be so healthy. And so like we won't even have that many like health issues.
Oh, we'll be like a bunch of ripped like 70-year-olds and stuff like that. Like a bunch of like shredded old people. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like
I
everybody's
can't
gonna be
wait.
like sprinting around the village at like 95. We're gonna have
That's
like
cool. Yeah.
free yoga classes.
Ooh, very fun. Okay. All right then.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Um, yeah, no, that this is great. This is really working out. I'm kind of ready for this now, actually.
I know. It's great.
Let's get you some lottery tickets. Uh,
I'm not banking
Tammy,
on
do
the
you
lottery
have
system, but yeah.
okay,
It's like
all right, cool.
not banking on the lottery system. I mean, I encourage you to like play the lottery, but like personally, I'm not banking on the lottery system.
So you've got these plans are already in place. Like this is already kind of like in the
I've been thinking
works,
about
is
this
what
for
you're
years.
saying. Okay, all right then.
It's my secret villain plan if it were to ever come to fruition.
Okay, well then, fantastic. So this isn't so much of a pipe dream as a sort of like
I
I'm
have a
already like along the way.
yeah, yeah. I've been thinking about
Okay,
if I were to
cool. All
ever
right,
amass a large amount of money.
all right. Shoot, sign me up. I'm still down for it. I'm still here for it. Let's do all that. But yeah, okay, so that's a great plan. Cam, you got what do you got? Like what's your jam? Win the lottery, $1 billion, you can do whatever you want with it.
$1 billion to do whatever I want with.
You gotta give
I
like a quarter of it to taxes. Sorry. So you got like,
I think, like I
75.
said, I would disappear. I
Okay.
would I would have to get one of my friends to watch my animals for a while, and I would send her money
Sure.
to, like, take care of my household. I
Yeah,
would
give them $1 million. It's cool. Whatever.
I
No big
would
deal.
give all of my friends, I would just like put money in their accounts, and I'll just be like, there you go. Like, I would probably put like 10, 20 mil in their accounts. I'd be like, there you go. And
There you
then
go. Fun.
I would
Here's 10 mil. You won't see me for a few years.
Yeah, fuck, you're good. See you around town.
And now I would see, I'd be like, you got money, you want to come see me, come see me. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I would
Okay,
probably
all right.
go to Japan. I would probably buy
Ooh, a
a
house in Japan would be nice.
house in Japan and like in
In the countryside too.
the countryside.
Like
Well,
rural.
actually, I would buy probably a condo, a really nice condo in Tokyo. I would have a
Yeah.
nice little country house, and then I think I would try to buy property in different places, and probably do maybe some investment properties and stuff like that, something to, I guess, generate more money in. But I'll be quite honest with
Yeah,
you,
sure.
and this is going to get a little more philosophical,
No,
but
sure, yeah.
when you have that amount of money, like, it's
Hmm.
almost like, think about it like when you're playing a video game. When you get to the point
Yeah.
where you have all the money in the damn game, you
Mhm.
can buy everything so easily. I feel
Yeah.
like it almost like takes something away from you a little bit. Because like people
Ooh, you like
are
the challenge is what you're saying. Or you
people
like the
who are
challenge of
so
living.
rich, like when they're so rich, it almost is like they don't understand the social, like,
Oh
I guess,
yeah.
That's why you have to have like a goal, because like we
Yeah.
came like
There's a new
we
plane of
want
reality.
money until we have it. Then we're like, okay, we have this money. Okay, now what? Now what?
yeah.
That's why
Because
you
I'll be
need like
Yeah.
honest
you
with
need
me,
something beyond like the money. Like, what are you gonna do once you have it? Like,
You
you
gotta
need like
work
a
on it.
right,
further
Yeah.
right,
vision
and that's what
beyond
I
it.
think it is.
You
But
can
I think like a
read,
lot of
have a
people who
purpose.
are like super rich, like,
Like, why do
one,
you
they're
want
either
the money?
worried about like losing it or worried about people backstabbing them and all that shit. Like, I feel like you would have to like put a lot of parameters to protect your peace, because like,
Sure.
unfortunately, once
Yeah.
you get money, people come out the woodworks and they try to take advantage of you, to try to kill you, to try to do anything they can to obtain the money. So it's just kind of like, what I think about that, and I would think about, like, that's why I would like leave. I would like leave my immediate like surroundings, because once, even though like for Maryland, you don't have to like identify who you are, people will
Mhm.
People can find out who you
people
are.
will
Somebody's
check
gonna find out.
exactly
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to already take precautions. It's just,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Um,
Fair.
I don't know. I feel like I I'll be quiet. Okay, so Nora's villain arc was like really wholesome and really nice. Mine,
Really convincing.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
I
like
know it
really
sounds
on
nice, but there'll be a
board.
lot of villainy going on in there.
okay. Well,
I
mine would be. I
might.
would be
I
bad
can
too. Like,
stab
I'm not gonna
somebody. It's
lie.
cool.
It
No big
sounds
deal.
cute,
Yeah.
but like that's like, yeah, that was the nice. That was like the like,
The
you know,
sugar-coated
That's
that
like
was
version.
the
Okay.
clean.
yeah. That's
That
the
was the clean version.
sanitized version.
That was the
That's the
podcast friendly
YouTube
version of
version.
it.
I'll be quite honest with you. Like, I would be so. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would be corrupt. I would be very fucking corrupt. Like, for the point where like
It's money.
I just would.
Brothel,
I'm not gonna. I can't even.
concubines.
All
You
all the
know.
concubines in the world. Like, I would have so many fucking boyfriends. And, like, it would be ridiculous. Like, so many husbands. I'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I would have one in each fucking Providence. The shit would be disgusting. And then like,
Buy your own harem.
okay,
Yeah, I
seriously,
guess you
and
could.
then, like,
Yeah,
I would just like.
you can get a couple of spouses with
I would
with $1 billion.
hire a team of very good-looking boys to produce my own fucking boy love drama to be performed right in front of me. And it
You can
better
live
be
your
that.
own way of
I would
yeah.
hire writers. I would hire all things. I would like, this better be a fucking good episode. If I don't like the episode, you better do that shit again, or it's gonna be hell.
Everybody's going to the dungeon.
Okay. Okay. I would have a crocodile pit for whoever pissed me off. I'd be like,
Okay, that's wild. Yeah,
I would
okay.
have a
You're
crocodile
going
pit,
for it.
a lion pit, and for the
All
hell of
right.
it,
You gotta
nipples.
feed them though.
Nipples
So
for
it's
Where are
like,
you
what you
keeping
want
all
to
of these animals?
yeah.
Yes. Yes. I would have a dog playground. I would
Dog
have
playground. That's
fucking
fun.
dog playground. I would have a dog theme park. It would be run by dogs.
Like Caesar,
And
Wow.
Caesar
All right.
Milan,
That's
it
dog
would
ranch.
just be fucking
yeah.
amazing. It would have each dog of each breed,
Uh-huh.
and then we will have like a special, like elevated harem for mutts, because on some real shit, mutts get like total like they get shit, and mutts are
We
awesome.
love mutts.
Just 'cause of
Yeah,
humans.
dogs. Yeah.
Yes,
Everybody
but
can
like
be
I would
anybody,
have
you
that,
know?
and I would have a theme park for like each of my favorite animals. I think I also would. Now to get in like a super villain area, I would definitely hire that top, like highest scientist, or whatever, and like
Mhm.
try to crack the fucking multiverse plot. I would fucking
You would have somebody build a super
make
collider in
them.
your basement.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Exactly.
kind of fun. Yeah, you could, yeah.
Make a
Build a
time
nuclear
machine,
bomb and
like somewhere. Okay,
know,
like whatever, like find
could
out.
out anything.
But here's the thing: like I feel like when you're that rich too, you're gonna get visited by entities, and when I talk
Start
about
doing dumb
entities,
shit.
like yeah,
Oh, well,
you're
you
gonna
have
get
enough money to
visited.
make them go away, though. Like you can do whatever you want. You can get $1 billion. You can.
I mean,
you
but here's
are.
the thing:
You are the entity.
it's also like,
You
yeah,
are
but
the
like
Illuminati
there's
at
other.
that point.
I feel like
Like,
you have to do with entities that you can't see plot and what they want you to
Oh,
do to keep that money. Because if you don't,
I mean, if you are in agreement with them, because you have to like be in agreement with them for them to have control over you.
yeah, you're
that's
on their
true,
level.
but they
With
also
$1
can
billion,
cause
you're
things
on their
to
level.
take the control away from you. Even if you say you don't want to agree with them, but like at the end of the day, if they have so much power that they can fuck your shit up and take all your shit, like it's either you either have the money or you don't. So what do you do after that?
But people like that are easily corruptible with like money and stuff like that. You could just be like, I'll pay you
Like
like
I was just said, I'm gonna have
money to
5,000
like not
concubines.
fuck
So
with me.
yeah,
You'll be like,
let's be clear. By that point, I probably already sold my soul twice.
Somebody's gonna be like, you better do what I say, and you're gonna be like, okay.
I'm like, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you
Don't
want
hurt
a
me.
sign in
Yeah,
blood?
good.
Here
Yeah.
you go.
I'd be like, salt, bitch. Like, no,
Yeah.
you better
but
get out of here.
honestly, I think, despite all of that, I think I would really enjoy like if I also this is condition like nobody can know who you are. If nobody knew who I was
no.
and I was a billionaire, I would just like love to randomly just bless people. I just like be like, here you go.
Oh yeah, right.
Like,
That'd be
Walk
kind of
around
fun, right?
shrouded.
Walk around.
Here's $1,000.
dropping $1 million
There you go,
in
man.
somebody's bag or writing them a check. Just like, here you
Right.
go. Just like I think I would like do that. I would like have like $1 million in ones and go to some fucking building and just throw that shit in the air and let that shit just rain.
Improve yourself.
That's nice. I would be entirely selfish with every single cent. Like every cent. Where is that
It's
going?
like
Where's
as much
that
as I
going?
would like to say I would be selfish, I am I'm unfortunately a very compassionate person by default, and almost to the
You also
point
spend money like
great.
that.
it's really sometimes it's bad. Like I don't know. I want to say I would be like total Scrooge. I think for a little bit I would, but like eventually I'm a softie. Like I can't stay hard for so long.
You're like, there's still 500 mil. Here's $1 million. You know.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I'd be like that too. I'd be like, oh, like 500 million. Yeah, no, we're good. Let's do it. Now you can have some. It's cool. No worries.
Yeah. I would definitely go to all like cultures, like historians,
travel.
Like
you'd have to travel.
How they like medicine and how they did stuff. Like I know Koreans have like this they have this one thing. I forgot what it's called. When I was in Korea, like I had got a cold and I was sick and I found this medicine, and this, no joke, this medicine, like I guess for a pack was like $300. And I was like, oh my God. But like I asked my friend about it and she was like, yeah, every Korean knows that and that shit ain't cheap. I was like, oh,
shit.
It must work.
Okay.
Like it had like real authentic like ingredients like ginger and all that stuff like that. But it
Yeah,
was
I
very
bet.
fucking.
On
But
some like
apparently it
Manuka
worked.
honey, like
It
type
would
of, like,
kill
stuff.
anything you have, and I was like, "Dang." And yeah, I didn't get it, but I would like definitely get that shit and try to make that shit readily available. I like, yeah, I think I would, or I would try to at least like buy some type of like.
I was like, I can probably figure out a way to harvest to grow all that stuff, whatever's in it.
You probably
Yeah,
have. There you go.
almost.
You just gotta find out what it is.
I would definitely
I the
buy
dude that
a
makes it.
firm-
You know?
Oh, I would yeah, I would own Sailor Moon.
You would. Oh, what's
You would
Sailor Moon?
Own Sailor Moon. I will
Oh.
buy it. I will rip that shit from Nao Kotakuchi and be like, give me that. Put it in
Oh,
my hand right
do
now.
another one.
Right in the
Cool.
hand. Right now.
This is mine
That
now.
shit is mine. And then I would fucking like it would be so many new seasons, so many things. It would be great. Yeah, that would
Franchise are out.
Yeah,
It would
give
be
give
fun.
us
Sounds like a
give us
plan.
that like Chibi Moon and like
Oh
spin-off
yeah, and like the
series.
Amazon trio or the
Amazon.
Amazon Quartet.
Yes,
Like, yeah, I want to see more of that. Like,
yeah,
shit.
turn them
it
into
would,
want it.
something.
it will
Such a wasted potential, or like it's just like sitting there.
It's just there. Like we could
Right?
be making it, but nobody's producing it. Like, come on.
Like Sailor Moon Next Generations. Like,
We don't
I'm,
need to.
I'm
Like,
totally
everybody's
there.
got Next Generation. Sailor Moon was the
Seriously,
one
yeah,
that
that would be
actually
amazing.
originally had a kid as a part of the original canon. Like,
Right, exactly. She's integrated into the story. It's no Boruto status. Like, yeah, that's all right.
like,
Fair enough. That's good.
I would do.
I can't think of
much
another like
unnecessary
like
shit.
OG protagonist that actually had like their kid like in the original storyline, except for her.
Oh yeah. See, now I gotta think. I mean, there's Goku, but like they failed on that whole Gohan.
Let's
thing.
go. Gohan did not fail. Gohan
Like,
just went.
okay, Gohan. No, he didn't fail. Toriyama failed Gohan, or I guess the fans
That's
kind
ill
of
in his
failed.
name.
Right, exactly right. Sorry.
Didn't you see
Speaking
him in the
ill
new
of the
movie
Great
going
One.
like beast mode or some shit with Piccolo? Like he has the potential. It's still there. You know what? Piccolo was like, "Are you soft now? Are you and Gohan was like, no. Oh, you think what? You think I'm soft now?" And he was just he wants to be a scientist, bro. Okay, I think we seriously underestimate the trauma that Gohan went through.
Oh no, yeah,
from the time that he was
absolutely.
like 4
Fighting for his
through
life,
what?
getting
4
shredded.
through
Like,
14.
yeah.
Like 4 through 14.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we really like
yeah.
underestimate that. Like maybe he just wants to chill and like look at butterflies and wear glasses. Maybe
Fighting
he's
is
like,
really hard.
you know what? I
don't
have
like
been
it.
risking my life and seeing people die and like getting my neck
It's like
broke
a
and all
porn,
my
basically.
bones broke and been thrown into mountains since I was a literal toddler. Maybe he's tired of that shit.
Yeah,
Maybe you think about
getting your neck broken at 5 is kind of wild.
think about
Yeah,
maybe
man.
he just wants to chill. Like
Have a family, be normal. You know.
maybe he just wants
That-
to be married and live in a little cottage and have a daughter and chill instead of
And
getting
just be a
his
little
neck
college
snapped every
professor.
5 minutes.
I think that'd be great. I want that for him, and I would follow his slice of life adventures.
Like Hinata.
Yeah,
I kind
Free
of compare
Majin
him to, like
Buu, something
Hinata.
like that.
Like Hinata, so I feel like people were like trashing Hinata for like going housewife mode. But like Hinata was
No.
forced to be a ninja from
It's
like
hard
the time he
fighting all the
was 2 years
time.
old. You know, like
You gotta stay. You gotta stay in like hard shape too. You gotta be like ready to go at any moment. Like it's too
let
much.
these
Like
people chill. Let them live their chill family life.
that's just not what the fans want, though. There's not enough. There's not enough stakes to that sort of situation. You hate to see it, but also the people who complain about that kind of stuff are like kids. They're like 13, 14 years old.
No, they're
Like,
not. They're grown
they get-
adults. I don't know what side of social
And-
media you've been on. They're grown adults.
They have the mentality of like 13-year-olds.
Excuses. They're grown people. They're grown people with jobs. Anyway.
I also. Sorry, this is totally off topic.
No,
I would
yeah,
buy
I went on
submarine.
the
Keep going, yeah.
I would buy a submarine.
A sub
Oh no!
I
Don't
would buy
please
a
don't
Marcus.
submarine.
please don't please
Marcus.
don't please do not.
Cam,
Please
what have
do
we
not
learned about
buy.
submarines and billionaires?
Don't- Billionaires and submarines are bad. It's a bad combo. Don't do
Man,
it.
I
It's
want
real
to be
bad.
in it. I just want to buy a submarine.
I'm
so I
not
can
getting in it.
control it. Remotely control it so I can see, do it how they should
I'm
have
trying to
did.
fight Atlantis.
Maybe
What's
it's
down
bad.
there?
That shit is terrible. At least they didn't feel anything when they went.
Huh? Wait, so what now?
Those people who got imploded. Like I would imagine they
Oh, Well, it happened
That we
so
were told
fast that
about.
I mean, you know,
What?
Nothing that we were told about.
I mean, no.
well, they got like imploded like that. So like 10 seconds, right? It was over. Like, I mean, it sucked, going down there, but then it was just kind of like, boom,
They put them
pieces.
in a tin can coffin and put them in like extreme.
Yeah. And like, have you ever watched the like have you seen like any like sort of the science of that kind of stuff? Because like, man, like he set them up for failure, dog. He set
Yeah,
them up.
you have to have like
I don't know what he thought was
super
gonna happen, but
reinforced, like
yeah,
you have to like the pressure that your vehicle has to be able to withstand to like
yeah,
protect you from like a certain depth in the ocean. Like
and it
you
has
know,
to be.
you know how heavy water is? You know how heavy the ocean
I
is?
I just that pressure just down there. I just know that it's like insane, like going down that deep. That's how they killed
It makes
Godzilla in
me
minus
wonder.
one. You know.
It makes me wonder if prehistoric
Mhm.
dinosaurs are still alive down there.
There's something down
There's
there. There's
absolutely
totally something
dinosaurs
down
in the
there.
bottom of the
Yeah,
ocean. Absolutely.
there's got to be something down
There was
there.
some like frilled like ancient frilled shark shit that came up like 10 years. I don't know how, I don't remember how many years it was, but like within like the
Still
last
though, I
decade or
mean,
so, a dinosaur, it died as soon as it got up to the top, but like
yeah, no. They
Really?
turn to mush
yes,
as soon as they come. Yeah, as soon as they come
something
back
that
up here, they're
everybody
not used to the
thought was
pressure.
extinct
So they,
just was kind of like, oh yeah, I've been just living in the bottom of the ocean. Like, hell yeah, there's shit down there. We can't get down
I've been
there.
chilling down here this whole time. Where y'all been? Society, what's up with that?
The
Seems kinda
megalodon's still
dumb.
down there.
It's dinosaurs down there. It's
Probably.
the Kraken is down there. Like
Yeah. Probably
Loch
some
Ness,
mermaids or some sea people. I
all
believe
them
that. At least some kind
creatures
of sentient something.
are down there.
One of the Leviathan's still down there.
Leviathan's down
A
there.
couple of them, yeah. Gotta
Aqua
be.
T-Rex is down there. Like, yes,
Yeah.
down there.
Water T-Rexes.
Water T-Rexes. I'd love to see one of those. Yeah, like it's dumped into the ocean. They got like little flippers instead of they still got the tiny arms, but it's like the flippers is still in there.
This might be like
They're more
totally
webbed
also
out.
random too, but it's a question since we're talking about like a discovery river like under the sea. Do you think we have discovered every piece of land on the like Earth?
No,
Oh no.
because land shifts and moves,
Because it
and volcanoes
and
sink
there's
and fall, like rise and fall. Like
I just feel like money kind of ruins it. Like, like we could be doing a lot more, but like there's no money
Yeah,
in it.
because like
So
think
like
about
a
it,
lot
like
of the
all
crap
we
is
see
like
is
out
like
there.
the map and globe that they present us. What if there's like a whole new like other continent that's out there that's just never been like reported on? Never been.
I don't think we've even like explored Antarctica yet.
Also, I
Have
feel
we?
like they don't even show
Gone?
us what's actually in our Antarctica. Like they don't show us what's in our and what's there. What's there?
Well,
showing
Yeah.
at least to some people, they said the world is still flat, and then our like Antarctica.
Yeah, people are saying that like the,
Well, I don't know.
ice dome is,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like there's a whole
Well,
nother
there's supposed
like
to be like a
land zone outside
there's like
the ring of our
there's
ring of land.
they said there's supposed to be like a hollow earth or something like that where like like it's like
People are saying that there's an Earth.
like
People are saying that there's a
there's
sun
an earth
inside the
inside
Earth,
Earth.
and there's a whole other
Yeah,
like
that's
ecosystem inside the Earth. We don't know.
we're on the outer
We don't know.
crust. We're
We-
not
Well,
doing
yeah,
the fun
did you hear
part.
about that thing in China? Like it was like a cave. Something would happen, and
Oh,
they
fucking
went
cave,
down,
yeah.
and it was like a whole fucking new like a preserved ancient plants and trees were like underground, like in a
Yeah.
fucking cave.
Sure.
Yeah.
Preserved.
Yeah.
Preserved.
Yeah.
Had its own
More than
ecosystem,
likely.
had organisms living there. There's so many organisms that we haven't even fucking discovered yet on fucking Earth yet.
Oh yeah, we're discovering new animals
And
like
also,
every
like,
year.
organisms
Like,
are constantly evolving. Like we're all
Yeah.
from cells. We're just made of cells, and cells are just on Earth doing shit all the time. Like mutating, evolving,
constantly evolving and shit. Like just doing whatever. Yeah.
constantly. Life is constantly shifting.
Even animals that we know are like still like evolving in like social ways and stuff like that, right? Like as I know, like due to like climate change, like some of these animals are like being forced to like adapt to like new shit.
Yeah,
Come up with new forms of communication for each other.
and like
I don't know. I
over
watched
time, that's going to turn into like physiological adaptations and physical adaptations.
There you go. Cats are gonna start using cell phones. It's only a matter of time.
That's what that spells
Or
out.
develop their own. Long story short, cats use
Also-
cell phones.
Yeah, actually, no, that might be a total another rant. I want to say. well, I'm gonna say it anyway. So like because of we're talking about like the whole
Yeah.
the whole like evolution of things or whatever, and we're talking about like how like probably the government is hiding shit or whatever, and then whatever.
Yeah.
So there
I thought the government's
crossbreeds between humans already out there.
Yeah.
Between humans and animals.
Yeah.
That
probably, yeah. I think they definitely tried it. I know for sure.
I know they tried it. I don't
know if they've been successful.
Video, but I saw this guy on YouTube like a long, long time ago. He put his own sperm and a egg and fertilized it, and it was an actual fucking homunculus.
Oh yeah, he made two of them, and like
yeah, like he killed the first one because it like spewed something at him, and he fucking killed it.
Yeah, and like one of them like stabbed the other one, and one of them died, and one of them had like an eye or something.
What?
Now I didn't get that far because I got creeped out. And like when that thing started doing
I know what you're talking about though.
This is just like ridiculous. So hold on, you got a link?
Everybody, because like everybody's like debating whether or not it was like really real or not, but like they were like,
I think it's horseshit. But
they were like in a fish tank or something, and they were like moving or whatever. He was like feeding them stuff.
Technology was already out there, but that's before like us normies could have it. So
I feel like if we could do like homunculuses and like growth, there should be like a proper like organ replacement trade if that was the case. I feel like there would be a more like marketable like way to like end kidney disease, because like you just take a little bit of someone's DNA and just grow a kidney and then like move on and stuff like that.
I think they've been growing kidneys. I've been thinking people growing all that.
Also, I think there's a lot of money in like human trafficking, and I think that if you were organs and stuff outside of that, then that would disrupt, because there's a lot of like black markets and systems that would be disrupted if we had like more sensible ways of cultivating organs or parts or something like that. And so I feel like maybe they're like kind of like anyway, they're just like, no, we don't want you to do that because we're making lots of money trafficking people.
You're right, exactly. Then my stocks are gonna fall. Like,
yeah,
like that. Like, oh man, like Congress is
have an incentive to not develop that technology.
Yeah, I guess so. That bummed me out. But you're definitely right.
Because I don't know, they have been growing human cells in like mice and rats and stuff.
Yeah. They had like the ear that was on that rat that one time or something like that. Like I don't think we could have made it this far and not have like been able to like clone people's like organs and shit like that. Like what you said is probably more than likely the case. Where it's like,
they're growing clone chicken meat. Like they're growing clone chicken meat. Of course, we can grow human organs if we really wanted to. If we really wanted to, like, science and like technology and resources into it, we could.
But some freak is.
I just feel like there's got to be a point in time where something bigger than us is going to be like, yeah, no.
And if they ain't done that shit by now.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We're like, I don't know. I don't want to be like the first like society to meet aliens, because that's a lot of what they say a lot about like meeting aliens.
How do we definitely know we haven't?
Okay, I don't want to be in that scenario where like, okay, if they're around us now, then that's cool because we're like acclimated to them. I don't want to be in a situation where they show up and like here and like introduce themselves for the first time, because that's usually when they're like looking for resources. Like, we've been traveling through the galaxy. Like, hey, we ran out of water. We're super technologically advanced. We can travel the stars. We're gonna take your water. Or we're just gonna like blast you all or convert you all into fuel for us. That's usually the situation that I feel, or that's what a lot of people say.
If they can traverse the universe, they have a way to like generate water. It's just,
I guess, who says they run on water? Maybe they need blood,
Water is just oxygen and 2 hydrogens. That's all it is. If you can traverse the universe, then you can figure out a way to bond together hydrogen molecules and oxygen molecules.
What if they haven't made it that far? What if they're just kind of like, we did nuclear fusion, but like we haven't figured out water yet? We're like, I think that if they can build these machines that can bend space and time, but they can't like fuse together some hydrogens and oxygens. I guess, I don't know, maybe bone marrow. How do you generate bone marrow? That's way more complicated. That's all living creatures. You gotta suck that out of something, you know. Our ships run on bone marrow. That's how we figure it out. You guys just keep it in your bodies the whole
Oh
time.
my god.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I just
Well, you know what's
you
in
know.
bone marrow? Stem cells.
Mhm.
So if you're cultivating bone marrow, then you probably have a way to like cultivate stem cells, and you probably have a way to proliferate it, and you probably have a way to create whatever kind of cell type you need.
Sure. All
If your
right. I
chip
mean,
runs on bone marrow.
okay. All right. All right. You quelled my fears. Only slightly. I'm 75% more okay with this. I don't know, maybe they're on some good shit. Maybe.
What about you? What would you do if you actually won the lottery?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
shoot,
What's
man.
your plan? What's your game plan?
My plan's not really like a plan. I was gonna get like, well, first, yeah, I become like anonymous. I become like sort of like a shroud of a person that I've become now. I'd probably get a mask and like a cool like outfit, like anime style, like cool sick mask that I would like, only like talk to people. I'd probably like go by Mr. X or something cooler than that because Mr. X is so
You
fucking
become
cool.
like a full like superhero, like
Yeah,
incarnate.
no, not even a hero, just a one of like just a
Just like
weirdo. I don't even.
like the fit and like the
Yeah, to fit, like Common Rider outfit or something like that. Call me like I don't know,
like nobody knows who Spider-Man
Prome-
really is.
yeah, exactly. Call me Prometheus. I'd call up like $1 billion. So like take out that's like 7,500,000. I'm also really bad at math, which is why my plan is not super great. Um, what get like 400 people that I've met like tangentially, like even just like you guys, 300 something other people that I know, get them all in like a church and be like, hey, listen, here's $1 million each. Like, do what you want with it. Like, I'd set a bunch of people up for whatever they want to do. I'd at least get like make 300 millionaires, I guess, is my goal. Because I feel like I don't really need more than like 10 million to live. So I'd probably just like maybe like I said, invest like a million into the stock market. Also, again, this is not as thought out as any of you guys' plans. Invest a million into the stock market, see how that goes. Get a financial planner, just one guy.
Some dude.
Maybe two guys. Maybe two guys. So there's like checks and balances, so they can't all be evil. Maybe three guys. The two guys could be evil together. A third guy might tell me what's going on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get a third guy, make like 300 people millionaires. I don't know, maybe like pay off like a bunch of like hospital debt for people or something like that. I don't need but so much money, and I don't have like super grand ambitions other than like do comic book, do animation.
You want to like open your own
that's
like animation studio and hire like awesome like bomb ass animators and like make your own stories.
Yes, but the financials of it are like not exciting to me. That's why I guess I'd have like a financial planner. So I guess like my
That's
one
why you
selfish
hire
thing would be to
staff
start
to
like
do
an
all that
animation
shit for you.
Yeah.
You
So
hire
I guess
a hiring manager. You hire a
true,
payroll
and an
person.
HR person. I'm not getting caught up in any scandals, man. None of that shit. The HR from the jump. Um, but yeah, I guess I'd start like a little mini animation studio to see how we can go. That'd be like my thing that I do. Like, and also, be my weird, eccentric, like masked self for the rest of my life. Probably be like a digital nomad where I could just kind of like travel the world and just like live in different places. Like never be in a place where someone can like really, really get to me, maybe perhaps, unless I show up. Because that would kind of defeat the whole like purpose of like dressing up and wearing the mask if I couldn't just like pop in on people out of nowhere. Full on weirdo mode. Because like, once you get that much money, yeah, like the world's like opened up to you. You could just be anything. Like right now, I'm fighting to live right now. But like if you're not fighting to live, you
Like
could
what?
be anything.
Yeah, like so. Like then you have to really think about what your like
what you want to. Yeah, exactly.
Like
so like yeah,
because like money's just currency. Like what's beyond that?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just a means to like get people things. So you guys would be millionaires. That'd be kind of fun. I know Marcus said 10 million each. I'm sorry. I feel like I can make more people millionaires. I feel like that's the kind of like vibe I'm going for. Like cast that net as
Cool.
wide as
I
possible.
can do a lot with $1 million.
I
There
sure
you go, right? I feel like people could do a lot with just a million, and like
People can also blow $1 million, but I feel like
you
I can
can
do a
also
lot
blow.
with $1 million.
I feel like okay, that'd
I
also
can,
be
I can, I
that's
can
also
work $1
part of the
million.
plan too. I feel like I'd probably have to like you get your $1 million after you like complete this like financial competency course. Like you might still blow it, but like 300 people. There's like maybe like 150 of those people who might need some help, might not know what they're doing.
Because like I can't just have people
Financial,
blowing my money.
yeah, exactly. Or at least I don't want anybody like crashing out and being like a drug addict or something like that. That's also something I'm kind of like that's been kind of like weirding out my plans a little bit too, because it's like, oh, give people $1 million, and it's like, oh, Philip Johnson give me $1 million, like, oh, well, cool, my full name. Anyway, Mars gave me whatever, it doesn't
Come
matter.
find me.
Um,
Oh god.
Mars gave me like $1 million, and then like in 3 years, I was like a
Okay.
smack addict, and like I'm living under a bridge and stuff like that. So you'd have to complete this course. You have to sign this course in order to get this $1 million. Some of it might be like redundant to people who already know. For you guys with plans, you're gonna be a little bored, but I feel like it's for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my plan is just like to just F it off, just like pass it on. Because money, okay, like that much money does still freak me out a little bit. That's like
Yeah, and
too
like it'll
close to the
disappear if
sun.
you're not like careful about it. Like it seems like a lot of
Yeah,
money because you don't
exactly.
have it, but like once you have it, then you're just gonna be spending money on a bigger scale. And like
Yeah, exactly.
you can still blow it
I
and
feel like
go and be back at square one if you don't have like a plan for it.
most lottery winners become like
They become
like
poor.
yeah, exactly. They become
They
poor.
go
So it's
broke
like
because they lose their sleep.
yeah,
They're like, I'm gonna buy all this shit I don't need, and
yeah, a yacht of this, of
I'm gonna
that,
buy
and I'm just
yachts
kind of like,
and mansions and like
yeah, no, I'm gonna get like a nice, modest house. I don't really know. Like, I need like a home base. So, like, sure, I'd like post up somewhere. I don't know where I would like post up, but okay, like maybe like a house in rural Japan. That's kind of cool. Because if you like visiting family and stuff like that, you stay in like a nice hotel somewhere, something like that. You don't even gotta stay in like a really nice hotel. You could be like the Hilton for like 400 a night as a billionaire. That's
yeah.
fine. That's not bad. That's cool.
Like
It's a
actual
luxury.
people, like actual people who are millionaires and billionaires aren't really that flashy. Like
Yeah.
they
I
are
mean, my clothes aren't
they're
changing
pretty
aside from
chill.
the
They
whole
keep it
thing.
pretty chill.
I get like 10 suits, I guess. I have to get 10 of the same suit and stuff like that.
Actually,
And
I
so
would
this way
like
I can kind of keep them.
real like millionaires, especially the celebrities. To be quite honest with you,
I don't think
they
celebrities
don't
are like
money.
good examples
They don't
of
spend
like
their money because they get so many like freebies.
Oh yeah, new money people, yeah.
They don't really spend their money at all. That's why they keep
Like,
it.
they get
yeah,
endorsements
yeah.
and
That's
this stuff.
Like
that works too. Yeah, get government subsidies and all that. Yeah.
like
Um,
my guy told me that I think it was David Beckham. Apparently, I think it's some place I think he was in LA or some like type of jewelry store. His associate went in and he was like, "Well, David Beckham is outside. What would you give him for free?"
Right. For free. Nothing. He got money like
yeah, right. I
Because
figured like
David Beckham, he's here, so you should be happy that he's even gracing you with his
you
presence.
gotta pay me to exist here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like that's kind of wild. That's a wild sense of entitlement. But I mean, like, no, there are definitely people who like get that. And let's be clear, like winning the lottery is a lot different than like earning your money as you go along. If I'm earning my own money, then I've already got plans and I've got like systems involved to keep that money going, to keep like whatever I got generating that money going. But if I win the lottery, if I just flat out win the lottery, all of a sudden $1 billion, yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more like whatever with it. Like, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna just give it away because I mean, not give it all away. I mean, I'm gonna keep like 10 mil, but
You're gonna be reckless and you're gonna blow a lot of it.
Exactly. So it's like, but if I earn it, then I've got like plans for it. The money I've got like $1 billion, but like this is going to like this department, this is going to this department here, this is going to this.
You have
so many alimony
structure
payments.
that you're like you have like a system that you're maintaining.
Yeah. So that's why, like, that's why winning the lottery. I feel like you could be a lot more like whatever with the money, unless you're gonna start something. Unless you got plans for it. You've got plans for it. I don't. I mean, I've got my like 300 millionaire like plan, but that's as far as I've gotten. And maybe I'd buy some cool games too.
Every game, buy a giant Godzilla model.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I deck out the home too, but that's like I still feel like I'm under my like million card. I go to like anime conventions and buy all the like expensive figures, the one that you're just like,
VIP anime card.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I go to every concert, front row, or all the ones I care about. Like, do all this stuff because you got to live a little bit,
I mean, yeah, and you can do that
and then
like you can do that like fairly inexpensively without like blowing all your money.
Right. I feel like I probably try and be a lot more thrifty too. Like the more like lottery winnings I have, I try and be like, I don't think too much would change about like how I like conduct my life. I probably order a lot more pizza. I probably get a personal trainer actually. I think like that'd be that's kind of a vibe.
You know what's interesting? Like, well, unfortunately not for me because my parents were not very considerate about my future or whatever. But anywho, a lot of millennials, like when our parents pass away, like that's when we'll become rich for the most part. Because that's when I guess your generational wealth, whatever.
Generational wealth, yeah.
Like,
I gotta save some for kids too. Yeah, I probably have some kids too with some lottery money.
I was like, yeah, definitely like probably like set up some stuff for some kids, have some kids or whatever.
Yeah, like procreate a little bit,
But I'm
or
like
also
talking
a couple
like
orphans $1 million,
Like at least I don't know about like you guys, but I think I read it. My guy told me about an article basically saying like millennials now we're waiting for our parents to die because that's the only time like most people will be able to buy a house to buy like just they buy a certain amount of things because like nobody can probably afford anything right now. And so unfortunately we have to wait till we have to get our inheritance to buy a fucking house.
Yeah.
Or if they got a house or something like that, like tell them not to like sell it.
Assuming that they have amassed some sort of wealth in their life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the real. I guess that's like kind of like the reality of it is like that's what. If you're ever gonna get like any sort of like big something like that, that'd be the method. If you're lucky enough to like have like parents who like got it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild. Hold up. I'm trying to like. All right, but good round table, everybody. I think we really solved a lot of like lottery winners, maybe questions that they might have or something like that. We get a lot of viewers who are like kind of like wondering what to do, and I think most of us are like kind of like pretty altruistic. I think that's pretty great,
I'm not really. It sounds altruistic, but it's
you build a society. That's kind of cool. That's kind of altruism.
It's basically
like mine is all corruption. Like some was good, but most of it was corruption.
I mean, I become a weirdo, and that's probably messed up somehow. I become an wanderer, a sick ass wanderer. That'd be kind of dope. I'm trying to think.
Sky City. Just
Sky City.
I'm trying to think.
Speaking of which, why don't we have flying cars right now? Now, granted, like
because there would be less control over us.
Oh wait, what do we have now? Why don't we have what?
Flying and hovering vehicles.
Oh, it would be. Well, I mean, from my opinion, it would be a nightmare. I think it would be terrible. It'd just be bombs everywhere, just missiles flying at everybody all the time. You'd be at a picnic, and then a car would come through. Boom, you're done. Your whole family's gone. You'd be sitting in a meeting, talking about TPS reports. Boom, car missile. Boom, it's at you. You'd be chilling in your home. Boom, flying car. Kids can't even drive regular cars. People are bad at driving normal cars.
Sounds like there would be chaos.
It would be missiles everywhere. missiles, bombs, explosions. It would be
So people having hovering vehicles would immediately transfer to people buying missiles.
No, okay. I'm like figurative missiles, There'd be like whatever these flying cars are running on
Instead of
nuclear
drive-bys,
fission,
they
or
would
like
just
so
like
it would
flybys,
just
and
be
people would just be like,
Well, we have
boom.
tow cars, so I mean that's something.
Yeah, we've got. I feel like people
we
are
already
bad at the
understand
cars we have now.
the physics to make shit hover and float. It's just
Okay,
it's a control issue.
I will say that I do like the little Iron Man suits that people have been building. Like, I think you can like go to a place and rent the little like fan jetpack with like the little fan arm like things, and you can kind of like fly around a little bit with it. Or like, there's one that sprays water like it's such a pressure that it like lifts you off the ground. You can only do it in water.
Listen,
you gotta be like
it's
hooked up
just
to
a
something.
matter of like electromagnetism. Okay, you just need to build like a track
You can do that too.
and build something that repels against that, but also will like
True.
stay on that track.
Keep
And
it. Yeah.
it's just a matter of like force, like opposing forces. It's
Isn't
yeah.
that how like bullet trains basically work? Like, I don't know. Like,
That's not how
I'm
bullet
probably
trains
getting
work.
it. I know.
What they need
That's
to
what-
create is some type of like armor or fabric, whatever, that can withstand any impact. That way, if you do
I
like,
think pretty close.
you
We
know,
got some stuff out there that's pretty decent at taking a lot of hits. It's just like mad expensive to buy, unfortunately, currently. They can weave titanium like pretty thin. You can like have like a
Mhm.
titanium little like suit and all that. Like that's pretty legit. The only problem is like the U inside is still like jelly. Like, so the suit can take a
Right.
lot. There's still like
Your bones
U
might
on the
break,
inside.
but you know it won't break
Yeah.
through your skier.
It won't break through the titanium suit, but like you will be mush on the inside.
jelly bowl.
It would have to be
Yeah.
like something like, okay, do you know how like the OtterBox cases work, phone cases work?
Yeah,
I don't know the
yeah.
science
So
behind
it
it,
would
but
have to
like I
have like
guess
it would have to have like some sort of like hard inner casing and then like some sort of like shock absorbing outer casing. Some like it would have to have layers to it. So like it'd have to have something to absorb the shock so that it wouldn't
So your brain doesn't get all like,
so like the shock
scrambled.
would not the force of the shock would not like impact your insides, you know?
Yeah. That I'm super cool with. Like, yeah, I guess you'd have to have like a super suit, essentially. Little like
We could
little
build
like runners on the
we
like
could
cranium
build
here or something like that.
Gundams. Did you
We
ever
technically
watch that?
we have. We built two. Yeah.
Or just like those suits. Did you ever see Bubblegum Crisis?
That's one that's like on my list. I really do have to see
You really
Bubblegum
gotta go
Crisis.
back. It's like one of those kind of
That's my
80s, 90s, like really like good retro anime. It's really
yeah,
good.
those
It's
OVAs.
actually there's two versions of them. It's really good. Anyway, they have like
Konnichiwa Hurricane.
like mech suits called boomers, and like
Mhm.
yeah, it's funny. But like they're like they're like more skin tight. They're small. They're just like you kind
Sure.
of in them and they just like encase around you.
Yeah.
I guess like
No, I'm down with that.
them, but like they're
I wear like a cool armor suit. Like
like
that'd be
a
kind of
boomer
sick.
suit.
But again, I think like commercial use, and then I think like the mainstream public gets it, and then it's just people flying through your window at like Mach 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, we're sitting here doing a podcast, and then someone flies through my
Missile
window.
bombs us
And
in their hovercraft.
I don't trust like the larger humanity with that kind of like
Absolutely
freedom,
not.
you know?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Like for planes and shit like that, for
Why?
like
I'm ready
mass
to
travel,
fix
for public transport, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I was like, that's why I'm running
Like a
dictatorship.
flying bus would be kind of dope.
People can't be trusted.
Like a really specific military run. Like the dude's got to be like, maybe it's just a robot run. Okay, that'd be the only like case for like robots running shit would be like, no, not even then. Because you need a co-pilot.
You
I'm
can't
just trying to
trust
think of
robots
like,
because humans
no.
build robots.
Yeah, and then you like run out of your subscription fee, and then the robot turns off mid-flight, and then it's boom, picnic's gone.
Robots like your subscription is up. we're gonna box
You're right.
terminate your life until you
And they're doing that with
subscribe.
cars now. Like they're doing that with like Teslas. You gotta like subscribe to go over a certain miles per hour or some shit like that. Like I hate how like integrated technology our cars are getting. I like electric vehicles,
I
but I
have
hate that
seen
like it's
Teslas drive
run on
themselves,
shit.
and it is a little horrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
I've
super
seen
not into like
I have seen it with my own eyes.
mm, mm, not super excited about like
Plug in
self-driving
that
cars.
GPS wherever you're going, and it will drive you there.
I mean, I guess like that's kind of like where things are going, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming like increasingly more like old manish about like everything. Flying cars, not in my neighborhood, not my backyard. What?
I
We were
drive
talking
a
about that
stick
before,
shift.
right? Exactly. Like I think we were talking about it before, where it's like what's the shit you're gonna like not be okay with, like once you're like an old person, and like you know, you know, if everything goes right, like my grandkids will be yelling at me when I'm like 70 years old, like Grandpa can't get on the train because like he's not chipped. He like people have that shit. Millennials just won't get chipped. And then it's just like, no, I won't get
You
any
know,
cybernetic parts.
these
I'm
damn
not getting
millennials
chipped.
won't get chipped.
Right, exactly. Your 10-year-old's got like cybernetic implants. He's getting a tune up
In
every
the
couple of years.
brain.
It ain't happening. No chips in my brain, no
How
chips in
come
my
you won't get
body,
your
no
left eye
cybernetic parts.
replaced, Grandpa, with the cyber eye?
No, I'm gonna just die natural and like,
Grandpa
with my
still got both
squishy
his natural
organs.
eyes.
I might download my brain into like a super like computer or something like that, but that's as far as I'll go. Because that's still not you technically. That's still like a copy of you. Like presumably the supercomputer version of me can look at living me right now and be like, oh my God, like there's two of us now.
What if it
And
freaks out
then
and
like,
kills you?
hmm?
What if it like
Well,
freaks out and kills you and wants to take over your like existence because it thinks it's you?
see, that's the thing. Because like, if it is me, then I wouldn't do that because I'm so terrified of doing that to myself that I wouldn't like it would have to glitch out. It would have to be like creepy, like computer glitchy. In which case, like I don't know, something would have to happen. But I don't know. I trust my computer me to not kill regular me because that would be kind of wild. I feel like that would give supercomputer me like an existential crisis, and I might unplug myself or something like that, or he might unplug himself.
I'm not gonna lie.
But like, yeah.
I got lost in that.
No, it's cool. No, it's fine. We're talking about the nature of self and consciousness, and how well that works. How well can a computer replicate your mind? You can download your brain into a computer, but it'll never be you. There'll be two of you.
Actually, funny that you talk about that. This last expansion for Final Fantasy 14, that's what the whole thing was pretty much about. It got to the point where it was this like world basically had a computer that had everybody's consciousness in it, and then once you died, like you can just get plugged into a computer. But the problem is, in order to keep that world living, it had to kill the living world.
Yeah, eventually it'll become a supercomputer. We'll get matrixed.
It was fucked up. And like, and one part of it is like the guy from the world that's like being destroyed to save that world. His mother was kind of like inducted into it, and he actually goes to the world and like sees his mother, and his mother knows what's going on, and she understands like what has to happen and it has to be shut down. So like they spend like their like last couple of times, so they go to like the park and they do stuff, and they were like, it gets to the end, and he was like, well, I'm gonna have to put it down. I ain't gonna lie, I cried my fucking eyes out. I was like, this is the worst thing you could ever fucking put in a fucking video game. That shit was so emotional. He was like, bye mom. And it's just like,
oh no. Oh man.
Man, that was awful.
You have to deal with that too, because if your second you is in the digital world, that digital world could just be like, you could just be scrambled by like a solar flare or something like that, or like an EMP wave, and then that's it. Boom, your whole situation's gone. I would F off to space, or like my second me would find a way to go to space and just like travel the universe. I feel like that would be
like your little self, like, jeez.
yeah, exactly. Just a little tiny little tin man just going from like planet to planet or something like that. That would be the ultimate goal of my second self. It wouldn't be to kill me because it would know that I'm gonna die already. You would just F off to space, build a rocket. Because I feel like you could like cannibalize the planet and kind of just like go on about your business. You know? Like if I'm a robot, I can like find ways to like improve myself, which is would be my thinking. I could like synthesize the raw materials to build like a new motherboard and like build other robot parts and like build fuel and stuff like that. You could be a planet-sized you. Wouldn't that be fun? Does it?
Gonna be
I know
like,
some of our viewers like these motherfuckers need to get laid.
Got a lot of time to think. A lot of time to think. But that's why they would come here, just for the real conversations, you know, for the real talk. What'd you do with $1 million? What would your robot self do? Like, you know, these are all important questions that people might not have considered beforehand. Are you gonna robot kill everybody? Like that's you know that's played out, man. You gotta
become cool. Unicron. You would just be Unicron.
Yeah,
Terminator. All I think about is Terminator. That's it.
See, Terminator's also thinking real small too, because like, okay, I don't get killing humanity. I don't get it. Like humanity is pretty like humanity doesn't need help with that kind of stuff. Like become a big omnipresent supercomputer, F off to space, get a meteor, cannibalize the meteor, become like a super meteor. You're good. You could go to another planet. You can go anywhere you want. Go to Jupiter, cannibalize Jupiter if you want.
Well,
the sun's not going to fall out of the ring, you know?
Become a world eater.
For humanity to actually ever be on the same page, we're going to have something that threatens humanity. That's the only time.
We would have to have a cataclysmic event that would threaten our species.
Yeah,
super
that's the only
take a lot
time
of
when like the human race would try to come together, and that's it.
Yeah,
that is the only time. It wouldn't matter if you're white, black, purple, green, or turquoise. It would just, that's the only time it would not matter. It would not matter.
And listen,
we're kind of too deep
like
in
we talked about
rabbit hole. We're too deep in our shit right now.
yeah. And like I said, should that apocalypse ever happen, I'm counting on you guys to keep the humane race going because it's gonna blow up right over my head. So like you guys go on.
You're gonna be like the old man in the apocalypse. Like I never thought I would live this long. I've seen so much.
It's been terrible. It's been awful the whole time.
You're gonna be that one character that everybody thinks is gonna die the whole show, and like you're the one that like survives. They're gonna be like, how is this guy still there?
Whatever, like nanotech, like apocalypse comes and it makes me like immortal, so I can't die or something like that. That would probably happen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was watching my guilty pleasure lately, Twilight. I know it's terrible.
Watching Twilight.
Wait, you watching Twilight?
I don't know why I love it. I love Twilight, and I shouldn't, but I do. I don't know why.
I've never watched it before, but like I know people were like entirely too harsh on like Twilight. Like there's a lot of worse.
I'm not gonna lie, there are some parts that are pretty fucking stupid, but you know, I think I have a lot of memories, you know, from their relatives that I watched Twilight with. So I think that's another reason why I guess I hope it me. But
okay.
But then I just kept on watching it, and then I was just like, I got invested, and I'm like, I'm hooked, damn it.
Well, after that, you gotta watch 50 Shades of Grey because that's like a Twilight. Well, not Twilight spinoff, but like
I'm good.
Why not? He's got sex genes. You don't want to see that? That's kind of cool. Christian Grey. He wears jeans in his like sex dungeon. They call him like his sex jeans. Pretty great.
No, I just for one, I feel like it's too vanilla for me.
Ooh, all right, yeah. Hard enough.
It's a little too vanilla for me. I'm sorry. I'm a nasty motherfucker. I don't need to watch anybody else be nasty.
It seems very like I don't know.
Do it.
Corny. It seems real corny.
Yeah,
sure.
I can do that shit in my sleep. I don't need to see no nigga do it. I'm fine.
It seems real corny, and like if I were to watch it, I'd be like, wow, that was dumb as shit.
Yeah, well, it is a bad movie in general. So, like, there are a series of bad movies. So, like, there's that too. but I think it's in that vein of like so bad it's good.
I
Like a
read a
Cats
lot.
2019. Like
I read a lot of fan fiction. Like nothing that people have produced can touch anything that I have read. Okay, that's just
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, what fan fiction is free from like executive control. There's no editor. There's you just
exactly,
write whatever you feel.
exactly.
That's true expression. That's to be commended.
Anything
Yep.
goes.
No standards. We just anything's like on the page. We love that.
Don't like, don't read. Dead dove. Like
You're right, exactly. If you ain't with it, then get out. No, respect.
I just
That
like kind
respect.
of. I will say I like. What about I like? I guess about Twilight is like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know the whole sparkle in the sunlight thing really pissed people off and shit.
it was just
And,
so
like,
I
stupid.
mean, it's all right.
I mean,
Like,
but
yeah.
I get
It's not
it
the
because
worst
like
thing ever,
it's like you turn
Like I
into
said,
living
people blow
stone.
that up and-
So yeah, I guess you're gonna sparkle in the sunlight. But I like that some
Mhm.
vampires have their own different abilities to do. Like one vampire could electrocute you, one could read your mind, one could saw the future.
So they're
One
X-Men.
yeah, basically.
They're X-Men
I mean,
vampires.
vampire lore is pretty dope. Like old school vampires could do a lot of cool shit, like turn to smoke, turn into wolves, turn into bats. Like vampires have like dope lore. Like
I am
mean,
interested in watching the new Interview with the Vampire series. I think I probably will watch that.
Ooh, I watched the original. That
I
was
watched
like,
the original. I love the original, and so like I'm willing to
yeah,
give the new one a try.
yeah. Like,
I like
I mean,
Queen
like,
of the Damned, like that whole like Queen of the
oh,
Damned series,
yeah,
because that was all
that
like
was a
part of the same
vibe.
universe series.
Wait, is it in the same universe as Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah,
Queen of the Damned?
they're all by Anne Rice.
Oh, get out of town! No, that's crazy. I had no idea. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. Now I kind of want to give it. Now I really do want
She
to
wrote
give it
all
a
those
watch.
books.
There's a new Nosferatu movie coming out.
And
That looks
who?
pretty terrifying. Nosferatu, you know that original vampire movie, like that super old one. He's got like the buck teeth.
No.
You ever watch that one episode of SpongeBob and like there's like this little monster that's like haunting them, and then like it turns out it's a hoax. But then they're just like, well, who was like turning the lights on and off? And then like they look over, it's like, oh, Nosferatu, and then he like flicks the lights, and I don't know. It's an old classic vampire movie.
Too.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna throw it in the chat. You've seen him. It's one of those cultural osmosis things. No, Nosferatu. But there's a new one coming out, and it looks terrifying, and I'm super excited for it because I like that old Dracula shit. It's cool. They had this one movie, Last Voyage of the Demeter, that was all about the ship that like Dracula took to get to like Britain before he started doing his wild shit. That was pretty decent. Was really cool. Like nobody on the ship survives.
I don't really like horror stuff, but
Okay,
I
have
can
to
do
be
like.
that
It's not super like.
I've seen this Nosferatu man.
Yeah, you've seen him. He's like the bucktooth vampire. Like he was like terrifying for like people in 1940 whatever. But he's like super normal stuff. Huh?
Put it in the chat.
I am putting them in the chat right now. Actually, will it just pop up?
You
Let's get copy
can
image.
share.
Yeah, that guy.
I can't even see.
Okay, that's probably a bad one. Nosferatu. It's like I swear, it's like a really like. I'm just gonna throw the Wikipedia page in there. Boom. I mean, it says City of Devils, but it's just like some.
How do you spell it?
You saw it? Oh, Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Oh my god!
He's like
horrifying.
yeah, kind of. It's terrifying in
good.
that sort of like 1940s, like people are kind of like their
Like,
film
oh,
is like kind of
type.
grainy and shit like that. Yeah, like time is taking a baseball bat to the quality, but that also makes it kind of like terrifying in a way.
It was banned in 19. It was banned in Sweden due to excessive horror. It was lifted in
Right.
It was banned.
Like it was that scary back then. Oh my god! It's like, come on, man! Like it's a goofball in a suit. He's got buck teeth. Like, but oh man,
They took him very seriously, apparently.
It looked like
People
Dracula
did
did the vampire.
you what now?
So like Uncle Fester, just a vampire.
Yeah,
Right? I think that might have been the inspiration.
he is kind of giving Adam
But
Sandler.
but they got a new one coming out, 2024. It's gonna be. I mean, the trailer makes it look scary, but I mean, it could be a flop too. But I'm gonna see it. I'm very excited.
I'm actually looking forward to the next season of Wednesday.
Oh, see, I didn't watch the first one, but I do like Jenna Ortega. She seems like a fun person.
I actually enjoyed the first one. The first one was pretty good. I
Yeah.
like
A lot of people liked it. I gotta check it out. You know what like threw me off for like the longest time about the Addams family? This is we're doing like an Addams family thing. Like I didn't know what they were for the longest. Because like
people.
Wednesday, well, Wednesday and Pugsley are always like torturing each other and throwing each other in like the breaking room. I mean, a little torture chamber. I thought they were like zombies or something like that for like the longest time. I didn't think they were like people.
They're people. I mean, I don't know what's up with like Cousin It or the Hand. I just assumed they were like
Right, exactly. Yeah.
What do you call it? Like possessed. I just kind of I assumed like the hand thing was like some sort of
They're
like,
just quirky, I guess.
And I don't know. And I assume like there's a person under Cousin It. Like I assume like there's a person in there somewhere. But
I never really spent too much time thinking of it.
Yeah, I never really understood that, but like I don't know.
And Uncle Fester generates like
electricity. Learned that they were of like Mexican descent. I did not know that.
I like the leaning into that a lot more.
Gomez.
Gomez, yeah, Morticia,
Morticia.
Yeah, you would think I would have put that together, but I don't. Here's the thing, like. Not saying that they kind of whitewashed it back in the day.
I mean, yeah, they did.
It's like white Cuban, like white Hispanic, sort of that thing.
Yeah,
maybe,
You could,
yeah.
I don't like maybe they're like Spaniards.
Typical.
I wouldn't necessarily know that, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really come out in a lot of the media. Like if they have any sort of like other ethnicity to them, other than vaguely vampiric or zombie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, what they're doing with it is pretty cool. I mean, I haven't watched it just yet, but I enjoyed it, or I like. I'm curious about it. I definitely would sit down to watch it if I weren't watching so much like anime. On top of that, also, speaking of that, Universal was trying to do this whole like dark universe thing with like. I don't know. Do you remember that when like the Universal Studios is doing like the Wolfman, they're doing like Dracula Untold, they're doing like the Mummy, and they're gonna like come together like in this Avengers style like movie together. I was really excited for that. I really wanted the Dark Universe to work out, but they bombed. It didn't do well. But I don't know. I would love to see like I think Dracula was supposed to be like the main villain, as be like the Mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and Frankenstein, and they were all gonna like team up to like fight Dracula, which would have been like sick as shit. But like the audiences just weren't locking in. Audiences
it's giving Scooby Doo without Scooby Doo.
I mean, probably maybe that. I guess Tom Cruise like an Emperor of Death like that. It was cool. It was dope. I only say that because like they got like a Wolfman thing. See, now I'm scrolling through like Twitter, which is really bad. The Dark Universe. This you guys don't know what it is, but this podcast loves the Dark Universe for our audiences. For anybody who's watching, we're big Dark Universe. We love it. Just say yes, everybody.
I mean, I feel like we've like seen some like versions of that, like not quite like that, but like they had like the whole like Monster High, and then there was this old cartoon. It wasn't Scooby Doo, but it was like it had like a bunch. It had all the monsters in it, and they were all just kind of like chilling together.
To be fair, like Warner Brothers has had a lot more like werewolf media than you'd think. Like there's a couple of cartoons, like Scooby Doo, Hanna-Barbera style cartoons, where like the main character would turn into a wolf. There was like Fang Face or something like that. And then there was another one where like three boys turned into like wolves. It's kind of weird. I don't know. A lot of those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons are pretty like they're kind of throwaway, but they're kind of great.
Okay, I lied. It was totally a Scooby Doo. It was a Scooby Doo show.
Okay.
It was like Scooby Doo and like the Ghoul School, or whatever. It had like all the monsters.
Yeah, that was a good one. With Shaggy with the red shirt. That's how you know.
Yeah.
This is Fang Face. Hold up. Uh,
And then there was
Forgotten
like
Time.
some movie, I don't know who made it, who produced it, but it was like it was about Dracula and like his daughter. And there's like a new one, and like Dracula's daughter has like this redheaded child with this regular like human
Interesting.
who's not like, and they're like on a yacht in the new one. I'm like,
Sure, they're living their best lives, right? You know, that's pretty good.
yeah. Let's
I
see.
really want I really want that Mahershala Ali Blade film to like come into fruition, but they keep like rewriting that movie over and over again. We're never gonna get like an MCU Blade
Hotel
aside
Transylvania.
from Wesley Snipes. Oh, Hotel Transylvania, yeah. Oh, that's a great series.
Oh yeah.
Well, the first one's great, and the second one's great. The third one, I mean, it's a diminishing returns, but I like the first two. Yeah, because we did have a kid. That's kind of fun. That's I don't know the way you described it made me think of something like completely different. But yeah, no, that is Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, Dracula.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's even kind of like modeled after him. Okay, that's one of those movies that's kind of weird because like the concept arc for that movie, like what we got is great, but the concept arc for that movie is like way better than like the concept arc for like Hotel Transylvania is like so fucking dope. But we got what we got instead, and it's all right. Yeah, it's pretty good. It could have
You were
just been.
severely disappointed.
It could have been this insane movie, and it is what it is. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, no, it's fine. It's cool enough.
cool beans.
It was a good time.
Mm, 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 mm,
I don't know. Vampires are just cool. There's a lot of really like dope vampire movies. I don't watch like the lovey-dovey ones as much, but I do like the ones that are like kind of terrifying. You know,
I'm
there's that one
trying to
movie
think.
where
What
like
other lovey-dovey vampire movies other than
there's a lot
Twilight?
of sexy vampire movies. I feel like vampires are
Lovey-dovey
kind
ones
of
though?
known for being sexy. Well, like sexy's lovey-dovey, right? In a
Not.
way.
Two different things.
Well, okay, when you say lovey-dovey, it's more like,
Romantic.
yeah, romantic.
I mean, there's gotta be a ton of romance. I'm gonna Google
I feel like
romantic
more like
vampire. Like that's a
alluring
total
because
genre.
that's how they get.
Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I guess. Because technically,
Sure,
Buffy
yeah.
Angel was a vampire, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess technically, with this Vampire Academy, there's hold on, I'm on Reddit. There's a whole bunch of like vampire like movies. I mean, technically, they say Underworld was like a great series too. The dude became like a
Oh, I
hybrid.
love Underworld.
Yeah, right. He became a hybrid like vampire werewolf. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Crazy.
That was really cool. It was definitely like diminishing returns because like he got his ass kicked like a lot.
Yo, did they ever? Oh, okay, sorry. I never watched the other one because the last one I remember Underworld where something happened and then basically let her walk in sunlight.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. Well, no.
No, there was one after that. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I think that was in the second one because like the second one or the third one, I think is when like Dracula came back. Like he'd been like on the back burner this whole time, but then like he shows up and he's like this like he's like this big like monster vampire dude. Like no,
well, I thought no, she cut
Was that the
vampire head off. Like she just straight cut his head off.
Oh yeah.
Like
She
she
was
just dropped it. It was like
coming for everybody.
yeah.
It
So
that was great. Yeah, I like in the first movie, like the dude who turned into like the hybrid, he was like doing that whole like anime like showing up like right behind people with like super speed or something like that. Like the camera would like use it for a second, and he's like, "Oh, right behind you."
Yeah.
Oh.
didn't they have a daughter?
Huh?
Didn't they have a kid together? The werewolf vampire and Underworld. Yeah, didn't she have a daughter?
I don't
I
remember.
don't think so.
It's
I
been a
think
while
that's
since
like
I've
outside
seen
of
it.
vampire lore. I think like being vampire makes you like sterile or something like that. I mean, I could be wrong. But that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I
Except for
remember. I
Twilight.
recall
Well, you're
her
dead.
protecting a little girl or something. Maybe it wasn't hers, or maybe it was. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to go watch it all over again.
You're right, exactly. We should do it. We should do it Underworld night. We
Vampire.
should get on it. We should have like a whole vampire media like month or something like that. You
You
know,
ever
'cause I feel
watched
like we
Blood
can't
Plus?
do.
Not Blood Plus.
Um,
There was some other series. Not that's just not.
with homegirl Sayaka, the anime, right? Or are you talking about the one with the dude with the
Okay.
scythe?
Blood Plus is the name of an anime, but that's not the show that I was actually thinking about. It's not called Blood Plus. I think it's called Blood something.
Blood the Last Vampire?
No, it's not. It's like a live action show.
Blood Rain? Blood Rain.
That takes me
Because there
back.
used to be
That's an old
there used to be a video game.
video game.
They make a live action.
They did make a live action. It was terrible. It was great. It's so bad it's good. Kind of like it was horrible, but it was absolutely fantastic. There was Blood the Last Vampire.
True Blood.
Was,
It was called True Blood.
Oh, True Blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was popular for a real long time.
Yeah, it was popular for a while.
Yeah, but you know, Donald still said it was a gay man's worst nightmare, apparently.
Oh, was it?
I just remember there was like one like dude who was like, was he a vampire? There was like a gay guy who was like really popular on that show or somewhere, like a big fan favorite.
Oh yeah, the black guy who owned the restaurant, he was a cook. I forgot
something like that. Yeah,
he actually passed away in real life.
Was he a vampire?
He did. He did. I thought that they were all vampires, but I didn't actually.
I think they all
watch
became. No, they weren't. I think they like slowly became vampires, but like yeah, they weren't all.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like over time, like the cast kind of like gets turned, I guess, or something like that.
Okay.
There was that great movie with I forget what the dude's name is, but I've seen him like in, I don't know. It's this one where like there were like most of the world had been turned into vampires, and then like they were like sort of like farming humans for blood, but then like they were running out of humans because like everyone was being turned into a vampire. So it's like, what are we gonna eat? And then they made like this like fake blood that like all the vampires hated, and then vampire society was like crumbling.
I remember what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Then they found a way how to turn them back human. They had to submerge themselves in the sunlight and then cover themselves like.
Yeah. They had to eventually turn people back to humans, but like their blood was like poisonous to vampires after that. And then some people were like vampires, but they would like feed on their own blood or feed on other vampires' blood, which would make you like evolve into like this like ghoul or something like that. And you'd be like this like
it was. I know exactly what
you're talking about. It was a great movie. I hate that I don't know what it's called. And I forget the actor's name, but he's like in everything. It's not Kevin Bacon, but it's like. Maybe it's Kevin Bacon.
I feel like it was. Yeah, I know you're talking about. That's what I'm picturing seeing him.
Yeah, there's like blood in their coffee or something like that.
Morbius, though.
Oh, I never saw Morbius, but I know it's another one of those like Sony bad Marvel movies. It was real bad.
It was terrible. The pacing was awful. Like it had so much potential to be better, but like the pacing was just awful. It was awful. And it was like random. I was like it was like I said, the random like the Power Ranger theme song coming in the new Power Rangers movie. It was just like, okay.
Well, I mean, the whole like Sony like Spider-Man without Spider-Man universe that they're building is pretty. It's all terrible. I mean, like they're all like spectacular. Madam Web, that was horrible.
I heard it was fire.
So fucking good. Dakota Johnson was giving them. Dakota Johnson was giving them nothing. The whole movie, she was like, "Oh, listen, like, I guess I'm Madam Web now, or something like that." Or like, that's like the thing she brought to the movie. It's great. It's so awesome. It's terrible. They're all bombs. Kraven's coming out this year. I'm really excited to see Kraven the Hunter. If that looks really terrible too. I missed Madam Web in theaters, but I'm going to see Kraven in theaters. I'll often miss Morbius in theaters, but you know, I like bad movies. I think they're really funny.
Are there any other good movies coming out?
Yeah, there's a ton of movies. Yeah, there's a ton of good movies.
There's a new Beetlejuice movie out.
That's right. That's coming out this weekend.
For that. Is there any more Marvel movies coming out? Because I feel like once everybody was waiting for Deadpool and the Wolverine to come out, and once that came out,
it was like, yeah, okay.
I think Deadpool and Wolverine was kind of like the only MCU movie that we really got. I mean, Agatha, House of Harkness, or Agatha All Along, like her show's coming out.
Oh, I thought that already came out. Didn't it come out yet?
No, it hasn't come out just yet. But they're the dude from your show. The what's it? Heartstoppers. The boy, the main boy from Heartstoppers or something like that. He's gonna be in that show.
Really?
Like the guy with the broccoli haircut, and he made friends with the golden retriever kid.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
remember?
British
yeah.
He's gonna be in that show. Yeah, exactly. Made friends.
Okay.
They were in love. But like
Was it
still,
Daybreakers?
Daybreakers? Was it not? Oh, Daybreakers. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Hold on. That's a good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen that one, that's good. It's not Kevin Bacon. It's that one dude. See him in like everything. Ethan Hawke. Holy shit.
Oh,
And Willem Dafoe's in it too. Everybody loves Willem Dafoe.
who is that?
What? Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Green Goblin. From
Yeah, Green Goblin.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that him?
that was him.
Yeah, Green Goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Come on, hold up. I'm putting them in the
I
chat.
don't know all these people's names.
You just know their
This
faces.
guy before.
Yeah. Oh
He's
my
got
god.
that face.
Oh,
yeah, he's like a little goblin-y.
Little goblin face.
Yeah, a little goblin. He's a little weirdo, but it's great. Oh, he's gonna be in Nosferatu.
Yeah, that guy.
Mm.
I've seen him.
Yeah, he's fantastic. But yeah, Dave, I'm glad you found the movie. That's fantastic.
All right, cool.
I might watch Daybreakers.
Daybreakers.
Daybreakers. Yeah, right. They have like a little theme song. Daybreakers. Drinking blood and turning human. Daybreakers. Yeah, it's up yet.
Anime, I did Hellsing. I haven't seen Castlevania yet. People have been raving about Castlevania, but I haven't watched it.
Castlevania is dope, but Castlevania is like hyper gory, like in the beginning. Like they don't mess around. Like they're just like people are just like little puddles of blood in that one. So if you're not prepared for it,
Gory?
huh?
Like Demon Slayer Gory?
Probably
Demon
more.
Slayer. Oh, it's so much worse than Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer's
So
not
much
really
worse.
that gory.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is not super
I watched
gory.
it.
They'll do some wild stuff. Like they might delimb somebody, but like no, like Castlevania, it's all gut. Well, for the first 4 episodes, it's like guts.
Like
you know,
Hellsing
people getting
more? Is it like
little more detailed. You know, people get the jaws ripped off. You know, like because they kill Dracula's wife in Castlevania, and then he goes like insane, and
Rampaging.
when he unleashes like a horde of demons on these people, and they deserve it too. But like maybe not all of them, but like
they just get
but no,
shredded?
highly recommend. Yeah, they really go for like the shock value in the first 4 episodes, and after that, it's cool. After that, it's like lore and game
Plot.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's plot after that. So yeah, no, highly recommended. Just your mileage may vary, but it's pretty good. It also kind of slows down a couple times. It kind of slows down like super hard, like a lot of like world building to these like big moments. So it's like, oh man, like we're talking for 2 episodes, but then we're doing all this flippy shit with like we got the vampire whip, and it's like they're exploding when like they get touched by the whip, and it's like it's great. It's really cool. And it's not blood explosions, like fire explosions. Like he's got this like magic whip that like if he like hits a vampire with it, they just boom. Like that's part of his like
Fist of the North Star style exploding.
Like Power Rangers explosions, just fire and gas. It's pretty great though. It's fantastic. That's a good one. Blood the Last Vampire that I was talking about earlier. That was like one of those animes that I saw in like my formative years because it's like so intense that like it freaked me out as a kid, but like as an adult, I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah,
Like, oh,
exactly.
What am I seeing?
Yeah. There's because there's this scene where like I'll never forget it because I was a child when I saw it at an anime, not like an anime shop, it was like a card shop or like a hobby shop or something like that.
Yeah.
But like out of context, it's insane because like this Japanese girl walks into this like infirmary. She like shoves this nurse to the side, takes out her sword, and he just like slashes this lady in her bed or something like that. And there's blood everywhere. And then like her friend goes to like help her, and she like screams. She's like her eyes like bug out, and it's like the point is like they're like vampires, and she was like killing them before
Yeah.
they like turned or something like that. But you don't know that, and 10-year-old me didn't know
And
that,
you're
so
just
it
like,
was just
what
like
is happening in front of my face?
yeah, yeah. And then this one dude, like, he gets like sucked up into a tree and like eaten monster style. It's intense. It had me going for a long time. Beautiful animation though, by the way. Like going back on it, like I appreciate it so much. Like don't let your kids watch it. But
Mesmerized you.
yeah, right. But as an and I've actually never seen like I've seen bits and pieces of Hellsing, but I've never actually watched like Hellsing proper, you know?
It's okay. It has an okay like storyline and plot and characters. We're mostly in it for Alucard and like his Alucard.
Yeah.
But, like everything else is kind of like it's okay. It's okay.
All right. Well, fair.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those things that I gotta. Oh, actually, no, I did watch because I think when people really talk about Hellsing, they talk about the OVA where it's like insane and all this. I watched like the series, like there's like a series
Yeah.
also, and I watched. It's like not as crazy as like the OVA.
Yeah, it's more like pace.
Yeah, a little bit more tame, a little more story focused. But yeah, vampires,
I've never
folks.
seen Vampire Hunter D.
I now you got me kind of all excited for vampires. They have such cool. They can't cross running water. Like that's fun. I don't know.
I've heard that one.
You ever heard that one? Oh, it's great. It's cool. You can like basically like stop them from like chasing you if you like jump across a stream or something like that. Aha! Suck on that.
Running water.
They have to be right. Yeah. No, it's funny. I don't know. They have to be invited into places. That's a fun like little mechanic of
I do like that
vampires.
one movie, Let the Right One In. That's a good movie.
Yeah. That was a good one. That's right. That's another vampire movie. Yeah, absolutely. Vampire lore. It goes places.
Yeah. I
I'm
just
gonna
think
watch a vampire movie.
like the mirror thing and like the sun thing and like
Yeah.
the basic except if you're a Twilight vampire. Basic vampire stuff. Like
Oh, there was this newer movie. I mean, it kind of like spoils it a little bit. Not really spoils it because it's in the marketing, but Abigail, that's another vampire movie. That's a really good modern one.
is that like the ballerina girl one?
Yeah. They
She a
like kidnap
vampire?
this little girl. She's a vampire. Yeah, that's like the whole like. It's kind of a twist, but it's rooted in the marketing. But it's great. They have a lot of fun with the premise.
Okay.
She can.
Kind of on the same topic. I did come across a TikTok about this lady talking about like vampires actually being like real. There are real vampires. Like
yeah.
It had to come from somewhere. Yeah, sure, probably.
Like
I mean, there's definitely like people who did some wild shit and were like considered vampires. Your boy
like,
Vlad the
they're the people
Impaler.
who, like the whole vampire trope.
Yeah. They were so buck wild, like that in their lives that they were just like, you can't be human. You gotta be like some kind of like blood drinking demon or something like that. There's Elizabeth Bathory, I think is what her name was. She would like bathe in the blood of virgins. Stupid. Dumb plan. Dumb. Probably got a disease from that. Like that's idiot shit. But you don't know anything. There's no internet back then. But
I think they still do that today. Like I think I saw somebody.
There's cool people that still do that stuff. Like they're really into,
probably.
They're really into like young blood. They're like put
Yeah. There's a guy who's like
young blood is gonna I'm gonna absorb the youth.
Yeah, there's like some billionaire who's like trying to replace his blood with his like son's blood, kind of. He's like getting blood infusions from his son to like make himself younger. He still looks old as shit. But it's a I mean, I'm not like versed in like blood drinking and all that, but it seems like it's not working for anybody that like does it, personally. And I don't see the difference. But if you like something, you like something, I guess, Drink a little blood. It's fine. Be clean about it. And be consenting about it.
Yeah.
Consent is key.
It's usually not, but
it's yeah. Well, I mean, there's probably like a lot of like people in like the Church of Satan that do it, and it's like they all seem like they're cool with it, you know?
Whatever,
Drink a
people.
little blood,
Hmm.
little vial of blood under your thing, you know? Drink a little bit of it. I don't think it tastes good either.
More than
Probably
a
tastes like
vial, but
super.
yeah.
Probably a little like coppery, a little like metally or something like that. I feel like blood would taste. I've tasted my blood several times, and it's not. I don't know. I don't get the hype. You
Sometimes
bite your
certain
tongue, you may
sectors
get punched
they
in the mouth.
do certain things to people to cause certain effects in the blood, certain chemicals to like flood the the circulatory system before they extract the blood.
Would it be like sweeter if you're like more afraid or something like that? You think?
Along those lines.
Interesting.
On that note,
But yeah, we don't have to go down that route.
I mean, okay, all right, cool. I was like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be afraid though. That's why I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to make anybody afraid. So it's like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get like the tasty blood. I only get like the copper blood.
You can research
Maybe,
on your own time.
maybe someone else's blood tastes better than your own blood. Maybe that's what it is. I'm super into this now. I'm sorry. This is like this is where my brain is gone. I'm gonna be thinking about this all night, you know. Hey, blood tastes good.
how much longer are we gonna go tonight?
Oh, however long y'all feel like it.
That's cool. I mean, you want to end it here? Because I'm still on this blood thing. I don't think I'm gonna let it go for a while. Yeah.
we can we can have
Not
it.
blood, but I definitely think I'm gonna get like a little snack for bed.
Sure, yeah. No, I think we've done like a good episode. We usually kind of ended around 10-ish. I
Yeah.
want to say.
Oh yeah, it's like 10.
Yeah.
I guess it's getting late for y'all.
You,
Well,
I gotta
for me,
imagine like
you
if you're
know.
happy, your blood would taste better, you know? So that's just what I'm thinking. Like, why fear, you know? Like that just seems like you're doing it just to do it, you know, just to say you did it, you know?
Anyway,
It's just weird. Yeah. I want to drink happy blood. I want to go into a party with somebody and drink some happy
Yeah.
blood and see how that works out. Maybe it tastes like soup or something like that, you know, hot soup, tomato soup.
oh my god. Yeah.
And blood's about the only thing I would like drink from a person. Like other bodily fluids, like that's not even.
All
Like, even
right, bro.
like kissing is kind of weird too. You know, someone's not
Okay.
looking at you. It's gonna taste bad.
Mm.
Gross. But yeah, we did it. Shout outs to everybody who watched. This is I'm clapping. Should we like clap at the end of like a successful podcast? I feel like that's like a thing. Like, yeah, we did
Have a
it.
little sound like yay.
Yeah, we made it. We
Good
did
job,
it.
team.
And the audience enjoyed it. This is Mars. Go out and consensually drink someone's blood. Tell us how you
Don't
Do not. Don't listen.
Mars will get you fucked up. Don't
Listen to Mars.
See what it's like. You know, maybe it's not that bad.
We are signing off. Have a
Toodles.
good night, everybody. See you next
Bye.
week.
Take care.
Peace.
See you next
Bye.
week.